Okay, Tristan, sound check, please. All right, that's okay. I think that's sufficient. Oh, you guys were muted for a second there. That would have been an embarrassing moment.
That would have sucked.
Whole
Why does it say
podcast,
you're not
nobody can
live?
hear the other two.
There we go.
It takes a second. I notice it always takes a second to actually register the fact that I'm live.
There was a network error.
Network error. Oh, yeah,
The
that happens
error-
too. That's
Error
the thing.
2000.
Twitch has moments, you know. All
Let's
right,
see.
that's good. Open Streamlabs. All right.
All
Okay,
right.
boys.
So it's not loading for me, but that's okay.
Give it a second.
It should. There we go.
Just keep refreshing the page.
Yep. All right, we are loaded in.
I can see your Google search.
Yeah. You got to be careful.
Oh.
We've had this
Yeah.
slip up a couple times.
Just a little bit. It was hilarious. By the way, do I need to be even closer to my mic or what?
No, I think that's a little better. I don't know, like you basically because this cardioid pattern condenser mic works optimal when I'm this fucking close to it.
Oh yeah. So does it, like this one. I have to be closer. That's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But,
anyway,
hey, why did the podcast stop?
it stopped.
Yeah, 40 seconds.
No,
No,
it still says
still-
it's live.
Still
It
going.
might just be your connection. It might just be your connection because on my preview screen it's still Gucci.
Okay, there we go. I had to click on it again, but now there's an ad.
Yeah, it's called revenue.
Yep.
Ooh, that was a big clip.
And
It
of
was in
course,
red.
it has to be The Last of Us 2.
Hey, how's it going,
advertising.
TV? Oh, is it Last of Us 2? I want to pull that ad. I don't want that shit on my podcast. All right, guys.
Yep.
So we have special guests this week. I don't even know what you want. Do you want to use your real name? Do you want to use your in-game name? What do you want to do?
So
Dangerous Buzz or what? Are we Dangerous
we're gonna go
Buzz?
by Dangerous Buzz because
It's the
I've got
oldest?
way too many handles. That's the oldest.
It's because you change your
That's
handle
the
every week.
oldest. That's the OG.
Yeah. Got
Subscribe
an
with
emote.
Twitch Prime.
Whoa! This hero, man. Thanks, TV.
Look at this guy. Look
Woo,
at
you get
this
the little
guy.
Pokeball symbol now. Actually, I don't know if they're approved yet. I just put in the badges yesterday. No, it's there. Okay. Well, you should have the sub badge. I'm not sure. Anyway.
They are, he says.
Okay, they're live. But I'm a founder. Ooh.
Ooh.
Fancy. Anyway, how was your week, boys? How was your week? What did you do this week?
Let me make a face to show you.
Tequila. Bad tequila face.
That's about my week. Some people being stupid, and then there's me being a rock star on stage. So it's perfectly balanced as it should be.
Okay. TB, I really appreciate it. Like, again,
Yeah.
I did tell you guys about the subs, like, because the way I work, I might not be able to keep a schedule, but you know, made a decent doubles team. Okay, we're gonna battle at some point. Anyway, continue, please.
But other than that, got my games coming in a lot more now. Bunch of old games I'm gonna start streaming once I remember what the fuck they are.
Okay.
So like Age of Mythology, as you know, is probably one of my favorites that I put countless hours into. They have a remastered version, and they added Chinese gods.
Hey,
What the
hey.
fuck?
I'm pretty sure you got to be careful with your terminology, my dude.
Well, that's literally what it says. Like, I'm going straight from, like, if you pull from Age of Mythology, it lists Greek, Egyptian, Atlantean, Norse, and Chinese.
Okay, I'm just saying.
So-
I'm just saying.
So just for clarification. Hey, look,
In
there's
this
the
day and
Pokeball.
age, yeah. So the Pokeball's there. So they did approve them yesterday. I didn't get the email. Usually they send you an email apparently that your emote or whatever has been approved. What do you
Yeah.
guys think of the channel points? I literally whipped that up yesterday. We call them infernal shillings, and
I
they're
think
just
that's
little
pretty
black pentagrams.
I think it's pretty cool. I have 300.
I am also working on emotes. Emotes are coming soon. The first one's going to be a crown, like an iron crown. So you have 312. You have not bad, not bad. I have infinite. Get on my level. I'm also gonna be working on some games for that, but there's lots to do. Still so much to read. Like I'm still learning all about the new things that you get with affiliate. Tristan, what did you do this week?
Oh, you.
I worked 5 days. Actually, no, 4 days a week. Canada Day had it off, but yeah, worked. Spent money on Steam.
So I did.
Still spending money on Steam.
I bought the whole Half-Life collection. That's all I bought so far.
I had 35,000 of those summer points.
Holy fuck! It's a lot of points. Wait, you bought that temporary baller thing that they were doing, right?
Yeah, I've got a golden profile.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I can't believe that's not permanent. Like,
I wish it was permanent.
seems like something you could make permanent. Did you see any fireworks on Canada Day?
Yeah, a little bit, but couldn't stick around. My friends wanted to head out because they had to get up at 4 a.m. So
That's fair.
That's pretty freaking gnarly. Well,
Actually,
you were saying?
yeah, actually, another good thing that happened, I got a free massage on Canada Day.
Okay,
So,
you need
that-
to. Whoa! Back that up! Back that up! What kind
So-
of massage are we talking here?
Well, okay. So, started off pretty standard. Okay, I got it. It was mostly the legs, and then I had the shoulders done as well. And then afterwards, like after work hours, because I knew her, then the shenanigans happened. So it's not a happy ending in work,
Okay.
but after
But
work.
the day was a happy ending.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. She took my soul out just a little bit.
Okay. So the Tomb Raider trilogy is fantastic. I really like playing it. I bought them as the games came out.
Ooh, Hitman 2.
Hitman 2. I've been seeing you playing Hitman 2. I thought you had it already. 3D Mark is a nice tool. That's a fantastic tool. I got it on sale too when it was like $5 once. So you just have them all. It's amazing. Oh, it's just a demo. Okay. Well, shall we get right into it? We have a lot of follow-up this week. A lot of the previous events just continue to unfold. But in breaking news,
Oh, that's cool.
Wreckful passed away.
Yeah.
Statements say that he did take his own life. That's really, really sad, honestly.
Yeah.
But from what I've been reading, he had, like, definitely his Twitch chat is a contributor to these events because people were so toxic to this guy. Like, unbelievably toxic. And then, so obviously Twitter has had a lot of outpour and people, saying rest in peace, you were a great guy. Asmongold chiming in, all of the streaming community basically. But then there's one fucking person, the queen of toxicity herself.
Oh boy.
Alinity, coming in here, making his death all about her. Not freaking impressed with this chick.
No.
So, I'll play a bunch of it. Probably on the re-upload, I'll have to edit it out, but that's okay.
Wreckful is
It's just
dead.
gonna,
It appears.
Also, you have to
as
edit out
if-
the IRL name drop that you did earlier.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Put it in buzz.
That's force of habit.
I know.
Hard to do that.
I literally facepalmed. I was like, "Fuck, Cody."
Well, you keep dropping me too, but People
Wait,
know my name anyway.
you already know yours. You willingly put yours out there. There's a difference.
I know that when you go IRL, you know, it's they give you the
Whole nother
first
ball
logo.
game.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, Alinity. Alinity claims that she's being bullied. I have it so hard living life on recruit difficulty. You know,
Ugh.
she got it on Easy Street over here. She literally admitted to committing marriage fraud to get into Canada.
Hey, this bitch is in Canada.
Yeah, she's like from South
Get her
South
out of
America.
here.
Oh, whoa. Easy. Yeah. Anyway,
I
she's
know.
from South America. She claims she married a Canadian and then moved to Canada and divorced him. Now, my actual experience with that is that's literally not possible because my wife did not get any fast tracking when we got married.
Mm-hmm.
I still would have had to sponsor and all that shit. She still had to apply for work visa. Like, how did you do that? I'm pretty sure that story's not true, but if you did, that's shitty of you to do.
Mm-hmm. So either way, it's a loss on your reputation.
Yeah, it's a loss. Your record still looks bad.
He has taken his own life, and I know that people were extremely mean to him.
Not all the sweetness
Like,
in the
really,
world can
really
save me
mean.
from this tequila.
I just want to talk to you guys about something. I promised to.
Oh, she's crying now. This is the person who is a shitty person. And we know this. We've seen this consistently over and over and over again in her actions and how she conducts herself.
Yes.
Myself
Terrible.
throughout
You know.
everything that's happened.
Just
That I would
mute
never
some
be
mic.
weak. That I would always stay strong. And no.
Pretty sure this is the cat she threw. This one.
Bruh, that's not cool.
And she also later, just to follow up on that, later on, she didn't claim, she's like, look at my arms. I don't have the strength to throw a cat. I just dropped him behind me. I was like, lady, you yeeted that cat to the back wall.
This reminds me of somebody.
Yes, Volpix, we're talking about kitty cats. Yeah, good girl.
Not show people.
This
How much their
woman
words
reminds
hurt
me
me.
of somebody back in high school.
But I can't do that
Mhm.
anymore.
Mhm.
I'm
A few
just
people,
gonna-
actually.
You guys need to know that the shit you guys do.
Yeah, okay, we know that the internet is a toxic place. Welcome. This is your first time? Like,
First time meme. Drop.
yeah, yeah, first time. No, but she's really. Oh, it's hard not to dog on her because she's this easy target, you know.
Yeah,
But she's like some other Twitch streamers where they're like, "Oh, you're just feeding the trolls all the time." How do you just not feed the troll, right?
Right?
And the shit you
What do
guys
you mean not
say
that hard to
really
for you? Every
affects
time you're on
people.
my stream, you
You
just
guys have
straight
no
toxic.
idea
I don't know
Me?
about that.
No.
you
how
mean.
many times I
TV.
wanted to kill myself.
I try not
How
to be
many
toxic,
times
not that hard.
I've spent my entire
Uh-huh.
night trying to figure out
That's
how I
okay.
was
I
gonna
know
end my
it's
life.
in a loving environment.
Okay, later on in the clip though, because a lot of it's
Yeah,
just
like-
her rambling about how she's so hard done by.
Yeah,
And,
but like later on when she
chat
actually
memed
looked
her.
at the chat.
But then there was a bunch of people who were tipping her to do like the text to voice and being like, just ignore the trolls, or no, you're just an awful person. And then she just cries more, you know? It's like, how hard is it
Pre
not to
6
do?
minutes. Pre 6 minutes is where she talks about how scummy people are.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what I'm actually gonna play right now. Is her the
I was
Twitter
looking through for
conversation
you.
between Ninja and XQC.
call
Yeah.
things. So I really think that
Haven't
all
looked
of
at
us
it.
that are nice.
She's also the person who claimed that Ninja's the most toxic person on the platform. I'm like, did you know Dr. Disrespect? Did you know him? He
His name is
existed.
literally in his name.
Yeah.
We
We'll get to him
be
later,
a
though.
lot more vocal about things. Like, look at what Ninja did. Like,
But,
what?
you know.
Like, I sent him a joke.
Don't you have another cat to abuse? Like,
about
oh
how
my-
excuses
Oh,
gonna be.
that's so good.
I saw that on Twitter and I laughed so hard. And I shouldn't have laughed that hard because I was like, you know, in reality, like, you don't want it to encourage it, but 99% of it is straight sarcasm and you know it. Exactly.
Oh
I
yeah,
know, I know.
yeah.
And
I know that.
he was definitely being sarcastic. Like Ninja was being sarcastic when he tweeted that. But then she's like, "You have no class." Like said by Alinity herself, "You have no class."
I'm in a
Bruh.
video game.
What does that make
okay?
you?
And he has to bring up drama from a year ago
If he has no
that
class,
he knows is going to
then she
result in
is
his entire
what,
fucking
presumably?
community like
Hmm.
targeted harassing.
Look, I see it every video, right, where somebody's talking about somebody else in a video. They always do the cliche line, right, where it's like, "Please guys, don't at them." And then they do this whole "let's make fun of them and dog on them" thing. I was like, can we as an internet community be honest? Just at them, because you know they're going to do it.
Oh yeah.
Don't be like, "I don't want anyone to get harassed," but like that's like saying, "I'm sorry, but."
Doesn't work like that. Once you add that "but" in there,
If you're
null and
pushing,
void.
if you're pushing the nuclear option, it's going. You know?
Yeah. 645 is one of her posts that from Dota Doa.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
That
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
This one, I don't care who it is. If you continually harass somebody for weeks, months, you're not a good person.
What's up, Shrek Snack?
Shrek Snack, welcome back. It's good to see you. I don't know who's able to actually catch my certain streaming schedule based on my 7-hour difference from North America, but I'm happy when I see friendly faces. Did Alinity deserve a ban? Yes. Yeah, long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
She's Alinity is as toxic as Jenna was, and then Jenna lost her partnership.
Ooh.
She was partner,
Yeah.
and then Twitch was like, "No."
That's throwing some names out there, though.
Well, yeah. Wonder why Dr. D got permabanned. We're gonna talk about that because there's some interesting theories, and then there's some fucking out of this world theories. Tristan, what do you? Fuck, I did it again. Dangerous Buzz, what do you think?
I don't follow the Twitch community closely, so I don't have any comments on this.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You don't want to get involved.
So the shift posting. I don't know if you're familiar. They commented after this clip here, like right after, about it as well. Like they got a huge people in gaming and talks and whatever. They've been seriously on this Alinity issue, which I mean that's what happens when you become really popular.
Right.
Is that you're gonna if you do something that you fuck up on, well, you got everybody coming at you.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people that dogpile, right? There's people who legitimately dislike certain people for their actions, and then there's the sheep, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who are like, "I just want to see Alinity's head on a spike. You know, she's so horrible. She's so horrible." It's like, but why is she horrible? To you, why is she horrible? You know? And the thing is, though, like a lot of Twitch partners have this like impenetrable shield. Like nothing can happen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I'm pretty
agree,
sure
Shrek Snack.
Andrew's at that point.
His last stream is like, it's scary. Like he's all good, he's hunky dory, he's in a great mood, and suddenly it just changes.
It just
He's just like, "Guys, I'm really appreciate everybody being here," you know, and then like he's just gone. He rolls a pre-roll ad and that's it. He's out. It's funny because I was watching the stream, not the end of the stream because I can't catch his whole stream, but it was really spooky, you know, to see that happen the way it did. Like who texted him? Is it a Twitch staff just direct texting him like, "Yo, you're banned.
Yeah, just
This is your last
done.
stream. Like you're done. Cut the camera." And it's just like, whoa, poof, you know? It's just gone from there. But yeah, that. And so, I guess we're leading right into Dr. Disrespect here, because this is where this is going. Anyway, Alinity, don't make people's suicides about you. That's toxic.
Yeah, for all the hate that you're receiving, well, you're gonna get a lot more if you're sitting there.
Yeah, crying. And like, "Oh, boo-hoo me, boo-hoo me." Like when Etika passed away, I'm honestly surprised she wasn't just there, just to be there, be like, hey, what's up, guys? What's going on?
Oh, hey, 838
Is
is
there a big
an
one?
apology tweet from Ninja and Slasher.
See, that's the difference, though. They will apologize for things. She's never once apologized for anything. As far as I've seen, she just like, I guess I'll give myself a 3-day ban. Getting a 3-day weekend, really? Come on.
Keemstar also.
Oh yeah, Keemstar. Here we go.
He was like, 855. He was like, why? She did throw her cat and fed it vodka. And the reason why people still bring it up is because we love pets. She was never punished by Twitch.
Yeah, Slash, I've deleted my recent Alinity tweet. I would have just left it, honestly. The thing is, though,
but
like,
I mean,
for me, if I say something to somebody that they don't like, I've been thinking about it for like 4 days. And then they give me a reason to do it, you know. Like, I'm not one to apologize. I won't be censored either. Like, I'm not cool with that.
oh, Alinity also apologized to Ninja and deleted her tweet.
Oh, Fallpix, why are you knocking stuff over? You making a mess? Are you trying to get comfortable? If I was a little tilted, apologize as well. Jeez. I think Twitch didn't delete her. Forgive me for being rude, but she's a girl. No, it's true though. Like, let's look at Amaranth has been suspended 3 times. Mizzy Rose got suspended, still on the platform.
Yeah.
Alinity has been, she self-suspended herself because the mods just refused to do anything.
No, unfortunately, Shrexneck, that is the energy of it.
I mean, it's
Twitch
just
does have his
it
favoritism and
definitely
stuff.
has to do with some favoritism. Whether it is gender based is it's really hard to say.
It's hard to pinpoint and also hard to talk about without getting flack. So,
Yeah, because they were like, "Oh, you're just sexist." I'm like, no, but the evidence really shows. But at the same time,
Yeah.
there are male streamers who break toss pretty regularly, and are still.
and
here,
they also,
you know,
like back when Ninja was actually, Twitch partner.
Ninja never really broke toss though.
Few times where he should have been, at least slapped on the wrist.
Probably.
But other than that, he was just allowed to do his thing.
Well, the other thing too is a lot of it was under contract later on.
Mhm.
Like even Dr. Disrespect wasn't under normal Twitch toss. He had a contract backed by lawyers. You know, like it's totally different for them.
My topic actually goes right into this as well. A popular streamer for Smite, DM Brandon, also did a very shitty thing on similar lines, except for discredited somebody's suicidal thoughts.
Oh, really?
So he's been like soft banned from like high res, and you really gotta fuck up to be banned by one of the shittiest companies. I'm sorry, but like it's just so bad. But we'll get into that later. I really want to get more into as this keeps going. They like everybody's popping names and coming in here.
Well, that's the thing though, like with internet and movements in general, or any kind of situation, like people say shit. And I have to agree though with when Alinity was talking about Keemstar. Nobody takes his stupid ass seriously. Like, and if you do to this day take what he says at heart and be like really hurt by him, I think you have other problems. Yeah. Because if Keemstar hurts your feelings, come on,
you're not gonna make it.
That's like if Ethan from H3H3 hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Bruh. You know?
Pretty bad.
I mean, Buzz, what do you think?
Like I said, I have no comment on this stuff.
Just like,
closely.
He's so quiet back there. He's just like, I don't even know what to do. How do I jump in on this?
I'm just kind of twiddling.
So I guess moving into the Dr. Disrespect ban. So I watched like every video this week regarding. I've had my phone playing all week at work. Like if I'm just insulating or something by myself, It's
Yep.
playing these videos of like everything that's happening in the week because I want to keep my news up to date. Like, what the hell do I want to talk about on Saturday? You know, that kind of stuff. And some of the theories are ridiculous. Like, they're talking about, you know, some of the theories were like, oh, he got banned because of the affair that he had a while ago. You know, and like his wife forgave him. Are we banning people for that now? Is that what we're banning people for? I don't recall that being in TOS. Oh, BT dubs, you have to be faithful. You can't fuck up, you know?
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, whether you agree with his action or not, or his wife's decision to forgive him, you know, that's not your place. It's also not Twitch's place to intervene on that. The other
It's really
theories
not.
were he's starting up a streaming platform with Ninja and Shroud. I was like, Ninja and Shroud haven't said a damn thing about what they're doing. People are thinking he did something outside of Twitch. Yeah, some of the, like, one where he was like, he had, like, you know, sex with somebody he shouldn't have. Whatever he did, we're obviously not supposed to know about it.
Yeah, because it was just cut off before he could react. That's the thing.
Because he's under contract, there's got to be other, like, red tape going on with that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even know if they fulfilled the payment agreement or if he's just straight done, like, out.
Yeah. Maybe they bought him out to just keep kind of quiet.
Well, maybe even to this day, there's still lawyers are still deliberating. Like, we don't know, and maybe we're not supposed to know. Well, the only theory so far that I heard, so like them talking about making a platform called Brine, which is this Twitter account that's just been like dormant for a few years.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be a thing. And people claiming that like Spotify, who's owned by Google, I'm like, Spotify's not owned by Google. So how are they supposed to do that? And why would Google compete with themselves with YouTube gaming?
Yeah.
It doesn't make
Seems
any
pretty
sense.
ridiculous.
You know? Like, Buzz, if you started a business and then you wanted to start another business that directly competes to that business, you
It
think that's a
makes
good idea?
absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
It makes no sense at all.
Like,
Yeah.
unless you have, like, unless they're already high and mighty, like, you know, right from the gate, they're high and mighty, and they're going to be competing in sales, and you get both revenues, then
But
it
if
would
you-
make sense. But
No, it still doesn't make any sense. Think about what you just said. Think about that. I'm getting
if
two
they get
revenues
both-
of one
Yes.
revenue stream because it's the same products that I'm selling you.
okay,
Okay, I
Now
sell
that also
Magic
goes-
the Gathering cards, but I own two separate
Yes.
businesses funded by the same income base.
okay,
I'm not making two revenue streams. In fact, I'm probably losing money on business operation costs.
it does depend on like all the costs and everything and what you're exactly selling. It does.
I don't know. I
But
don't think so. I didn't go to
it
business
seems-
school, but I understand economics pretty well.
it
doesn't make any
seems
sense.
like it wouldn't be an optimal way. No. Is it doable? Yes.
Now,
Is it optimal?
It is
No.
possible that Spotify would do streaming because they already have pretty good technology in general for their audio. And like a lot of people put their podcasts and stuff on Spotify. So it's not much of a next step for them to be like, okay, you can also do video.
Yeah.
But is Dr. Disrespect, Shroud, and Ninja doing it? No, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that made sense so far, because as we know, Dr. Disrespect is slightly more right-leaning than other people on the platform. He also says some things that are harsh,
Questionable.
yeah, from time to time, you know, and he doesn't necessarily let people stop him either. So some people were saying, well, he probably got banned because like they signed this like $25 million contract, whatever it is. He's the PewDiePie of Twitch. No, PewDiePie's
Oh.
good. Come on,
I mean, have you heard PewDiePie's songs that he drops?
bitch,
Fire.
lasagna. Look,
It-
we just
what's
got demonetized for saying that.
we sure did.
Anyway, yeah. So some people were saying that because he signs this contract, and then suddenly Mixer shuts down because he only signed the contract because they didn't want him to go to Mixer.
Yep.
And then Mixer's just like, okay, we out. They're like, we gotta drop this guy. We gotta drop this guy, even though he's the most popular streamer on the platform. You know, so like, what do you do?
Yeah, no, early PewDiePie, I will agree with.
I'll agree.
Yep.
Early PewDiePie. What's going on, bros? Wow. Hey Buzz, do you remember watching him play Amnesia
Oh man,
Oh,
that was
Jesus.
way
a
back.
while ago?
Jesus
Good
Christ,
times.
man.
Yep. And now it's all about Luai.
Yep.
Meme review.
Yeah, that was the series. It sure was.
But yeah, so people have different theories on why he was banned, but the day that we're allowed to find out is the day everybody will know. Because if what happened was outside of Twitch or under red tape, you know, backdoor dealings, there's probably NDAs. So, I mean, and if somebody leaks it, well, then we might find out early. But
Mm-hmm.
or maybe he won't be permanently banned, and maybe he'll just silently come back, and everything will be all good.
Yep. Maybe it'll take you into the torture chamber. You ain't gonna say shit. Okay, you can go wrong.
But
Run
some
along.
of the tweets were talking about it being so bad that he's just done, like across all platforms, never coming back.
Yeah.
And you gotta wonder, like, what do people think he did then? It's like, if it's so bad. What's my waifu? I'm gonna let you guess. I'm gonna let you guess what my waifu is.
I know it.
No.
He's a basic bitch.
No. Hey!
He is.
Hey!
Think
Stop.
back to like your
Stop.
favorite
No.
fantasy,
Uh,
and
Oh.
I mean, not gonna lie, definitely a good third pick for me. But
No. Wait, third pick? Come
God,
on.
not even in like my top 10.
Oh, hey, you do
Well,
we need to bring up?
let's
Do we need to bring
let's
things
bring
up?
up the fact
Buzz?
that
Because we
Bismarck's
can bring
been your
things up.
favorite for fucking ever. Like ogled that shit.
Yeah, but
I've seen
I would say that
millions of folders.
mine is pretty tame considering other people.
Hey, you got
Oh,
it.
you figured it out. Yeah, well, it is in my Discord handle, so that's fine.
Correct.
But yeah, so Dr. Disrespect, nobody knows. Nobody's gonna know until it's time to know.
Mm-hmm.
Did I not open your... I did not open your link.
Not mine.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's
Okay.
okay. I'll let you go on with what you were talking about. So, it's your weird game studio obsession, right?
So, for those of you who know, I play a game called Smite, and it's basically
Hashtag
secondhand
smut.
League of Legends. League of Legends.
Secondhand.
League of Legends. There we go. It's secondhand.
Raid
So
Shadow
it's like-
Legends. No.
But
Raid Shady Leg.
I
Shady
bought a
Legends.
second phone with my sponsorship money so I can dual wield Raid.
Hell yeah.
Fun fact, Raid is a
No.
bug repellent. So depending on how you take that.
It's fun for the whole family.
absolutely.
That's my
So-
dialysis. Is that a fucking console? You better throw that shit out the window.
That's my dialysis machine.
All right, so it's
So-
Twitter, right?
so
You got
dumb.
Twitter happening.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's the Twitter one, and then there's the actual article where it was originally posted.
Oh my god. What's
And then
playing?
there's
a predatory
I don't know.
colonial capitalist system.
Oh,
but,
I found this fun little thing. I found this cover of This Is America. It's called This Is Nigeria. It's really interesting.
Oh god.
It's really good, actually. It definitely
But,
covers some things happening over there.
So, DM Brandon's been a guy that on and off has been flagged through the high res community. Not only is he just a toxic person, He also is hot-headed, rages, and calls out things he really shouldn't. Much like, if you're also familiar, we can fucking hate that guy.
Doctor
But
Disrespect is kind of like that too, where he just flies off the handle, gets really mad. Like his rage compilations are funny.
mhm. See, but you can't put these guys' rage into a funny type deal.
Oh.
These are like you're literally destroying someone and makes them want to like just not be a part of Twitch community or not be a part of online gaming or even show their face sometimes. Like sometimes they straight up demoralize people, especially if they do those fan challenges where it's like, oh, 1v1 for $50 or $100 or type deal, whatever. That they are not the reputable type. So
I see.
so in 2016, Hi-Res Studios terminated its affiliation with DM Brandon. However, some digital content related to him remained in Smite following this incident, like ward skins, announcer packs, like just casual drops. They wanted to make more clear disassociation with him. They're removing that content from the game, thank God. And their announcer pack, ward skin, and soon it will be unavailable to acquire or equip. He's been fully removed from the game now, and that downtime, that system downtime, was 2 days ago. It is gone. All of his shit gone.
Okay, now my question is,
What did he
I don't
do?
play Smite, so do you have to buy those skins?
Yes.
So
They-
you're telling me that they deleted a skin that people paid money for,
They refunded.
but did they? Is there paperwork to back that up?
Well, there's the saying that they did, and I haven't heard any flare up
Yeah, but they're saying
about
and
not
doing.
getting money. I haven't seen any flare up about it. I've looked back into like their public
Okay, because
thing
I would
on
be
their website.
fucking pissed.
But
Because games
most
have
of his
done
shit,
that before.
most
They'll
of
just
his
delete
shit that
something.
you could get through game, like technically you'd be buying into like Odysseys and stuff.
It would
But
be Smite credit. You mean smut credit?
well, I mean, well, yeah, you would just get the gems back. You just wouldn't. You wouldn't
Yeah.
get the actual cash. You'd get the gems that you spend to buy those things back.
Hmm.
Yeah, but because that's all they can really do. It's not like they can be like, "Oh, here you go, straight to the credit card." But
Straight to the credit card.
and so they haven't legally taken the step, but they have given him like a perma ban almost.
Okay.
So, and for those of you wondering, well, what did he do this time? DM Brandon on stream was discrediting somebody's suicide story and was telling them that, you know, oh, you shouldn't feel this way, you shouldn't do this, whatever. That's kind of a. I think he used the word actually, I can't say that. Don't want to screw us over here, but he basically the slang for when a group of guys in high school tell another guy, "Oh, you're such a little bitch," or you're a. Where's that meme with the kid going what? But yeah, that.
Okay.
But yeah. So he was just going off the rails on it. And I gotta say, I'm really not impressed with that just in the first point. Like, somebody living through their suicide attempt and explaining it to you as one of your, like, fans. One of your fans. And you're just gonna sit out there and be like, bam! Fuck you and your story.
Oh,
Like, what the hell, man?
that's
Like, that's just not right. So finally, you know, the Hi-Res got its shit in order and took him off the market. And so he dropped 400,000 in 3 days for followers.
Wow. Wow. Whoa, that's a
400,000.
big number.
Just
Woo.
from that incident itself.
Pretty sure Invader V didn't lose that many people, even when she was doing her fucking entitlement crap.
and I haven't seen a single stream since.
Oh, he's.
So
What's he gonna play?
I
Honestly,
think
like, this for the streamers who put themselves in the box and are not
Mhm.
variety game streamers, and your game goes away or you get dropped by your game. What do you play?
I think that he's just donezo. Well, I was talking with a couple others that are heavy into Smite as well, and we discussed like there's one of two options for him. He has a sub series. It didn't really take off well.
Okay.
He could make it a main series and like pull market from his leftover funds because he was doing well
Mm-hmm.
in terms financially from Twitch. But or he's just done. The age of DM Brandon is over.
Well, we've seen a lot of streamers in the last 4 years kind of just go. They're like, we've had
Cool.
enough, or they get banned, and
Yeah.
they don't really want to do it again. They don't want to start over, like on a new
Yeah.
platform, right? And for some of these streamers, it probably wouldn't have taken much to get up to their numbers on YouTube Gaming, Facebook Gaming, Mixer, Rip Mixer.
Yeah, definitely Rip Mixer.
But like, you have the equipment. There's a lot of streamers out there that have the equipment already.
Theta?
Oof.
Hmm.
You know,
Don't know how I feel about that one.
yeah, like
But
if you've got the equipment already, it's not much of a stretch to really just start again.
mhm.
Like for the streamers with like the $30,000 studios, it's better than Facebook Gaming. I think anything is better than Facebook.
It's better than Facebook gaming. Yes.
Because if you're gaming on Boomerbook, oof.
Boomer Book, that's a new one.
Really?
I haven't heard
I've
that
heard
one
that.
yet.
I've
Who the
heard
fuck
that
is gonna watch
for
games
a
on
long
Facebook?
time.
You would be surprised. So Devin Nash, did
Yep.
these huge graphs talking about viewership numbers on like across all the platforms. He was saying that
pretty high.
if you were starting from ground zero today, and you started on YouTube and Facebook, he was like you'd have more viewers coming in and out of the channel. I was like, okay, sure, you have a ton more traffic, but there's also double the amount of people that are streaming. You know, like Twitch doesn't have massive foot traffic compared to Facebook and YouTube. But I think they have a pretty decent spread amongst amount of streamers versus amount of viewers.
Mm.
You know, YouTube on the other hand, fucking it's completely like disorganized. And Facebook it's not easy to find streamers. Like they're
No,
barely like if you had never clicked on a stream before, you're not going to have streams suggested on your timeline. So, like, how are you supposed to see other people gaming? Like, the only reason that we know that Storm Chaser is streaming is because we're already friends with him.
Yeah.
But I had honestly no idea prior that he was doing it on Facebook.
Same here. I don't even get notifications when he goes live. Me and him were talking about that when
I
he
get
joined my stream last
notification.
time.
I've gotten
But
a
I don't.
notification from him.
I don't understand why I'm not. I'm following and everything.
Yeah. I don't get it either. It's a really weird setup on Facebook Gaming.
I just feel like Facebook gaming is a little unreliable.
Well, the thing is, it's still kind of new, so they're still developing it to be something, but I don't think it can catch up. Like, yeah, Facebook has the algorithms. Like, if you put effort into your content and stuff like that, the algorithm will take you to the top. But,
Oh, absolutely.
you know, like, Twitch doesn't really have much for algorithms. Like, basically, it's always the amount of people watching you is higher up the list you are. Yeah, they need a new name and a separate website. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Because, like, how many people use Facebook? Like 1 billion or something like that? There's
At
like
least.
1 billion accounts on Facebook or something. How many of those people are actually watching games on Facebook? Like Buzz, what about you? What do you use Facebook for? Memes, right?
Yeah, memes. I use it for memes.
And car stuff.
Car stuff. I'm a part of some groups, anime groups, buy and sell groups.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what Facebook has devolved into.
It's just a little market.
It's like an upgraded Kijiji. For those of you who don't know what Kijiji is, it's Craigslist. And if you don't know what Craigslist is, it's Le Bon Coin. Which is the French version of the two sites. Yeah. So I got a message today. Well, not today, sorry. A couple days ago. From somebody who had watched our last podcast. Who has Tourette syndrome. Actually, I should read it. I'm going to read it.
Should.
Let me see here. It's just on my phone, so I'm not gonna name drop because they asked if they could not be. Totally understandable.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they were saying, so they want, basically to sum it up, they don't want to be on the pill anymore because the pill makes them super groggy and they feel like crap.
Mm-hmm.
They were on the same pill as me, just a higher dose.
Okay.
But their parents are not supportive in that choice.
Oof.
These people also live in Canada, so there's alternative means, CBD oil, that kind of stuff, that they could do. He's 16 years old, so he technically can't make his own choice.
Mm-hmm.
But I asked him, I said, how extreme are your symptoms off of your medication? He's like, well, they're pretty bad. He says, like, going to the grocery store is, like, really, really horrible. It's a really bad experience for him. Because he not only has the physical tick, but he also has the vocal tick. I was like, oh, what a combination, you know?
Those are the worst. Is the vocal.
Yeah. So, but he asked me what to do about his parents. I said, I'm really not the person to ask about parents.
That he might even want to ask him to ask me.
I have two sides. I have the rational person and the go fuck off person. I'll do my own life.
Yeah.
Always constantly competing. The rational me would say, show your parents the research. Talk to other support groups if you can get involved in them. I mean, you're 16. You still get 2 more years of government-funded support groups, you know, before you don't. But definitely look at the research before you even make the choice to get off of the medication, because getting on clotidine is not easy if you have Tourette's. Like, not all doctors will prescribe it due to the fact that it's technically a blood thinner at its base function. Explore options, explore pros and cons. Exactly. Being 16 years old is a fucking tough time. Because if you're a smarter, more head on your shoulders 16-year-old, you know, it's rough.
It's gonna be a tough time with your parents, that's for sure.
And if your parents are super anti-drug, which many, yes, I have Tourette's. And if you look at old VODs, you'll see it. You'll see it come out. Like my first time streaming, oh my god.
Holy jeez, I remember that. 6 Central.
Yeah. The thing is, so 16 is also a really bad time for symptoms in general, because you're at peak hormone levels. Tourette's gets worse during puberty. It is so horrible. I was in constant pain during puberty with Tourette's. And if you have motor tics, it's really bad because, like, everything is hyperextending. Your neck's constantly sore, like, depending on the tick you have. I mean,
yeah.
Vocal tics can really just be embarrassing and stressful, especially if you're yelling absurdities. Like, you've all seen them, the funny videos, right?
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to laugh at them. You're not allowed to laugh at them. That's just me. I get to laugh at them.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's really rough with parents at that age. Like my own mom, she's more open than some parents, but at the other time she's really, like, anti-drug. But she supports me in trying to find alternative ways to better myself. Like, I've been using CBD oil for 4 years as the replacement to the medication. and it really works. But for me, I can't say in other cases because there's not enough research because it's been so heavily suppressed by big pharma.
Yeah. And also, like, with every case, it's different per person on how they handle it, how they adapt to it. So it's like you can't really like. I'm not huge in depth at it. I did most of my research based on the fact that we used to live together and everything.
Yeah.
Like I did my research based on the fact that this is someone I'm having around in my lifetime. I need to be able to sit there and be able to support it as best I can.
My dad's a dickhead, but my mom's really nice and supportive. That's the nice thing about moms. There's a lot of cases where the dads are just dickheads.
See, mine's the opposite. It's kind of fun.
Your dad is a fantastic guy, but Dangerous Buzz's dad.
Oh, we all have words.
Wow, that's a piece of work. This guy,
He's a piece of work.
We all have words for this.
And like, okay, I gotta respect the guy because he was never really a dick to me. But the way he used to compare us is sickening. Like as a parent, that's not allowed. Don't do that.
He even did that when I was there.
My dad is a young Trump. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh.
Let me just throw some salt over the shoulder here. Ooh.
Oh,
gross.
Boy. Oh boy. I don't even know how to feel about that. Yikes. You know?
That's no bueno.
But yeah. So in conclusion, show your parents the research that is available to you depending on like, your area, because Quebec doesn't really like talk about drugs, but like he didn't say what province he was in. He just said he's in Canada. I was like, okay, well,
yeah, that's depending on
big
where you
place, But British Columbia is all about drugs, all about drug research. They love it.
BC, you're gonna get the best results, like by far. If you go to BC, even the Maritimes have some decent research protocol, but like for the most part, you're just gonna be on each coastal line.
Yeah. The other thing too is you want to pick like do you want to do, if you want to do CBD oil, do you want to do straight oil or do you want to do smokable oil where it's like mixed with the like vape juice basically? Because it's and another thing too, if you go straight PG CBD, you can just add it to your existing vape juice. So the whole day you can just take a hit and be chill. Because like Buzz, I don't know if you know, but CBD does not have THC in it.
Okay.
It is purely the medicinal property of the marijuana. So you're not going to be like hyper. You're just going to be relaxed as fuck.
Gotcha.
It is it's a numbing agency basically.
Yeah. Now the thing is though, on the other end of the spectrum, CBD dependency has becoming a thing with the wider use of it.
Yes.
Because there's people like, oh, I can't sleep until I've taken my drop, or I can't sleep until I've smoked my joint, like that kind of thing. Like that's where it's time to lean off, slow down,
Yep, slow your roll.
Again, it's all about the research and knowing yourself. Like if you already have addictive tendencies, I just can't recommend it. And there's a lot of people like, oh, you can't get addicted to weed.
That is
but
false.
You can. You can get addicted to anything.
You can get addicted to anything.
You can be addicted to shopping. It's all about dopamine overloads.
Exactly. It's all about the chemical balance in your body.
Exactly. And if you have family or
me too
already as yourself who have addicted to my PC. PC upgrades is a real problem.
But you're addicted to breaking your PC, TB. That's different.
Oh boy. That's based.
But
But in other nudes, so we're gonna try a new. Did I say other news or nudes?
You said nudes.
I did,
and it's not wrong. And it's not wrong. The
no,
topic
it's not
goes
incorrect. But oh my lord, send nudes. Please send nudes. No, don't actually though. I mean, if
I want full DMs to this man.
If we ever got to a point where we could have enough people I would do a rate dick pics thing because that's fucking funny. But
That's
it wouldn't be
hilarious.
here. It would not be here. It would have to be
No,
somewhere else.
no.
We'd have
We
to
would
start
have
like an OnlyFans or something. But
Hey, I'm
fuck,
cool
would
with
that
it.
be funny? Because you could just sip your whiskey and be like, I don't like the girth on this one, you know?
I think that the curvature is a little too much here.
Ah, shit. Chaos Games OnlyFans. Here we go.
There we go.
No, but anyway, so we're doing a slight new segment here. It's like an interview format, basically. That's why Dangerous Buzz is here. Dangerous
I'm
Buzz
still there.
is a big fan of anime. I'm a fan of anime. He's a little more of a fan than I am, but I'm just the basic white dude, basically. So
He is. Out of all three of us, he is the basic one.
Oi.
We'll say that.
Oi, simmer, simmer there, frickin' John Kramer. Calm down. Anyway, so we're gonna start off with the stigma on anime in American culture, and this comes a long way, right? Because even during the Indigo League Pokemon, they were censoring episodes and censoring cards, this kind of stuff. But in your personal experience and your own life, do people typically persecute you or judge you based on your taste in anime?
So, growing up in in our town,
Nice.
we went to high school, and you look around, and the demographic of people here, they're the type of people who would look at the stuff and they wouldn't approve. So I
Right.
kept a lot of it down low. Only those very close to me knew. Because I was afraid. I was afraid that if I said anything, I would be targeted for liking anime.
Mm-hmm.
And I see this a lot. My bud Ryan, he never says anything because he's worried that people are going to look at him differently. People are going to make fun of him. So he went through high school not saying a peep. So, and that's a bigger city where he's from.
Yeah.
So that's a bigger school. You would think there would be more people who are with a larger group of people. There would be more people who would have the same interest and views, and you could kind of band together and feel like you have your own community.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily the case around here. It's people look at anime and they look down on it, like it's weird. You shouldn't be into it. I get that from my parents all the time.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. It's another thing
I-
that
I personally see it a lot.
Yeah. If it's okay if we mention it, right? So you have Asian heritage in your family, right?
Yes, I do.
yes.
Have you had a situation specifically in the city, like going to Icon and stuff like that, where people just assume that you're there because you're Asian?
Actually, no, I have not. So
Surprising.
at the anime convention, a lot of people, they're there to enjoy anime, and they don't really bring up race or sexuality. So everyone's just there because everyone has a common interest.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually pretty nice. You got a whole bunch of different people from all different sorts of walks of life coming together for one thing, and for the most part, not injecting their own ideals onto other people. Can't say that for everyone, but
Yeah.
for the most part, everyone keeps to themselves, and that's the way I like it.
I think that our city was really good for just behavior and the welcoming atmosphere of how everybody could just hang out. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, what shows you watching right now? Oh, that's cool, or like, Except for the
Yeah.
Naruto crew, you know, you always want to
Oh.
dog on those guys. But yeah, I think it's always just a joke. Like, it's an inside joke. You know, it's like the people who are like, oh, I like anime. Oh, what animes do you watch? Oh, Sword Art Online.
It's
Mm,
it's
That
healthy
kind of thing.
rivalry.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's very good. Like, and it's rivalry that really promotes studios to do better work. You know,
absolutely.
for specifically with your parents. Out of the two of them, how do I word this delicately?
Oof. I was just thinking the same thing, man.
Like,
Mm,
I remember a specific instance when we were, I think, before high school, middle school. We were watching To Love Ru.
oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Anyway, and your dad was like, I don't even know how to describe his behavior in that moment, but it was borderline
Sufferable.
creepy. Because he's like
Uh.
trying to look up the screen, you know, like, oh, can you see? Like,
It's just inspecting, see if you can get that panty shot.
yeah, okay, but why does he think that's acceptable, but you enjoying a good show is just not acceptable? Why is he allowed to watch live action sex on TV, but you can't see, you know, like, your big titty anime bitches on the TV? I don't understand this double standard thing that we have in North American culture.
Yeah.
Well,
Ooh.
to people like my father, it's not a double standard. If you're watching cartoons and you're watching it in that way, and I say cartoons because that's what they view it as.
Yeah, well, even in this
yeah.
statement here, a lot of ignorant people would just call it cartoons.
They think it's really weird for people to see drawn characters in that sort of light.
Yeah, yeah. Like the hypersexualization, right? Like, because I want to say, even if you look at Pokemon from Indigo League to today, let's look at the characters in the new games.
Okay. But are you talking Japanese versions or are you talking North American?
The North American
edits?
censored version,
Okay.
right? Even the new characters are like it's just like they took the dial, they took it from like 5 to 7,
Yep.
you know. And like the thing you have to be aware of is that Pokemon trainers are 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel, Buzz, about North Americans trying to influence Japanese studios to tame down their content for North America? Because I just watched like an interview about this, and they were talking about, like, basically a lot of studios are just gonna say fuck you, and we're not gonna dub anything or sub anything for you.
Well, in regards to Western influence trying to force Japanese studios' hands,
Yeah.
I do not approve of that. Basically, these stories are told by the creator,
Mhm.
and someone who's not affiliated with the creator is basically taking it and changing it. If that's dialogue lines or just removing entire sections of story or
Or
altering
appearance.
story or appearance, uh, that it's kind of disrespectful to the original creator, and I'm not okay with that. I just it's it's kind of disappointing because I would like to see all these stories the way the creator wanted the story to be told.
Mhm.
But instead, what we're seeing more and more is Western companies are forcing Japanese companies to basically pander to a very small subset of Western audiences.
Well, that's the thing, right? There's not that, like, in comparison to the people who view anime on the other side of the world. Europe, for example. It's huge. Tons of people watch anime.
Mhm.
Even in my city alone, I think they outnumber the fans from where we used to live.
Yeah.
And it's incredible, the different, like the complete different mindset that, because North America has always had this huge like sex stigma. Everything is taboo,
It's
right?
really bad.
Like
I can't.
in Europe, they just don't care. Like, you know, the free the nipple movement?
Yeah.
Not a thing here, because women can feed their baby when they need to feed the damn baby.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And actually, there's a lot of restaurants even that have, yeah, it's so fucking taboo. There's a lot of restaurants that have like slightly bigger female washrooms that you can even go into, and if you really want privacy,
There you go.
it's a total option.
But-
like, people here don't say shit. Like, they don't try to dictate how to live your life. And I think that it's inappropriate for North America's culture to try to tell someone that it's not okay. No, you can't do that. That's not okay. Like, who are we to tell Japan no big titty anime bitches?
Like, just movements, jiggle functions, and noises itself, people are also just hyper commenting on and judging the actual
Yeah.
story based on that. And it's like, you can't relate the two. You can do separate character analysis, and their attraction to the plot, but you can't sit there and say, oh, they're shit because of this. The whole story is shit because of this.
Yeah.
Because it has jiggle function. Fuck off. First of all, a personal fuck off.
I think that basically Western companies censoring Japanese products because they are over sexualized. It's becoming more apparent that that to Americans and Canadians, basically it's because it's drawn is why they don't like it. Now that you've got shows like Game of Thrones and Witcher and all of that stuff becoming more and more and more popular,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Marcus.
deemed acceptable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if an animation studio from Japan tries doing something like that, all of a sudden that's not okay.
It's not okay.
It's really, like, let's look at the main example of double standard is the way Sony censors the hell out of Japanese games when they
Yes.
come over, or even just to get on the platform. Some of them are even in Japan are super censored.
It's
Like-
kind of annoying.
One of the big examples that annoys me is Devil May Cry 5 and their
I'm glad you
convenient
brought that
light
up.
bloom effects.
I'm so glad you brought that up because I'm
Realistic
a huge fan
sex
of Devil
equal
May Cry.
completely fine. Animated sex, not so good. But in the only game so far that we've had, like, realistic sex, let's look at The Last of Us 2.
That was not.
That sex scene was... The discussions about it were overhyped, to say the least.
This is what I
Kayla,
see.
not at the moment.
Oh.
Anyway, so the sex scene itself was overhyped in all the articles. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's so spicy." I was like, "No, but it's pretty." You get cancer. Everyone wants to be your friend. Okay, well, I'm gonna read that later. Anyway, it wasn't that spicy. It was pretty organic. If you watched it, everything is seamless. However, obviously the mocap was off.
Oh yeah.
But
You just mentioned mocap, and I'm just picturing these actors in their motion capture suits doing this.
Jesus.
But like the facial expressions that Abby was making definitely told me that nobody was ready yet. Like,
Yeah.
did you see that? You saw the facial expressions, right?
Yeah.
There was not lubrication in that instance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do understand in many animes, there's a lot of extra sound effects that don't need to be there. You know what I mean, there, Buzz?
Trebuzz?
Like, you know.
That's-
You
that's-
guys all know. TB watches
that-
anime. He knows.
Yeah.
This sounds, right? Papa Franku said it best. You know. I don't know. I thought you
I
said
watched
you
it.
did. I thought you said you did. I don't know. Anyway, I apologize if you don't.
I think he's trolling you. Maybe.
I know. He probably is. He likes to do that.
I know.
But yeah, like
That bastard.
anime, and specifically, I also want to talk about cosplay and the hypersexualization of characters that were never sexual
Oh.
to begin with.
Are we pulling her up? Are we doing it? Doing the call
Well,
out?
My main, the main perpetrators of this are like Jessica Nigri,
Yep.
Meg Turney.
Yep.
I had another name. Who else? Oh, Amaranth.
There you go.
You know, there's also like there's so fucking many. I don't even know how you did thousands of them that do this.
hmm
Like there
Also-
are characters that have armor. Okay, armor, not lingerie on.
And they want to sexualize the crap out of her.
Now,
And it's just like, why? Stop. She's a fucking warrior.
Buzz, for
Well-
for you, in where we were, I think it's not so bad. But what do you think with this overdoing it with like towing the line per se with cosplay and anime characters?
So I actually don't have a problem with it because the way I see it is, if I'm not interested in that, then I just don't partake in that.
Exactly.
I don't look at that. It's if there's people out there that likes that like doing that, then go ham. You can do that thing. If I'm not interested, I'm gonna do my own thing. People are free to do what they want, in my opinion. It's all personal interpretation on character designs, and I mean, the only thing that determines if a cosplay is bad is if it was either one, poorly done, or if for some reason the character that they went with was just what they did was completely out of taste.
Yeah, okay.
That could potentially happen.
Like Amaranth's banana hammocks. Yeah, she's like,
And,
oh, I did my hair like the anime character, but that's it. That's the only thing that resembles the character.
And that's just my take on it. I don't really have a problem with cosplayers over sexualizing characters that were previously not,
Yeah.
because you'd be surprised what Japan does.
Yeah, we've all seen it. We've all seen it. Like my main thing, the only ones that bother me is like when they do that, they humanize like Pokemon. Like when I look at a Pikachu, I'm looking at a Pikachu, not, you know, something else. Or Gardevoir. Gardevoir's the big one.
Kind of.
Everybody's all hot for Gardevoir. And I don't get it.
They
She's
want
a
to make
flower.
some Pokemon eggs.
Well, that's the thing, right? Every Pokemon makes eggs. And Lucario for some reason.
Lucario.
Yeah, Lucario. Greninja is one I've seen, and it's weird. All of the evolutions. All of them. A big, like, even you remember what was it? 2017 Icon? They had that whole group that was all done evolutions.
Yeah, I think so. I remember.
Yeah, and they were all like risque. per se.
Risque.
You know, but they were done. They were well done costumes. There was definitely some time put into them. But again, you're humanizing a creature. You know, towing the line is what I'm saying. Towing the line.
Yeah.
But other than that, like have the freedom of art, right? Vulpix, what are you doing? If it fits, it sits, right?
Absolutely.
He's pushing the other box out of that box so she can sit in it.
That's fantastic.
Hi, kitty. Weird cat, you know. I don't know, Mick. Do you have any questions? I need to think of one because I forgot to write them down this morning, like an idiot.
Questions like based on just this topic here.
Like anime and its influence in North America.
Well, I think that just in North America in general, it should, especially if they're complaining about the Japanese versions, then like the originals, then you need to say, "Hey, I appreciate the adaptations."
Okay.
Not I like the original story, because you don't if you're going and bitching about it. It just needs to be a clear determination.
Well,
It needs to be a clear like split between the two. Because
I think that our parents specifically, like
oh,
from
you want to talk about my parents in this, really?
32 to like 50, that age bracket, all they do is complain.
Yeah.
Like, every week they got something new to bitch about. Like, just leave us alone. You know? That's all we're asking you to do is just go away.
Let us be us, you know?
Yeah. And with anime, like, I don't know, my mom never cared. You know.
That was the one thing I really respected.
One of
It was
few.
that.
You know,
Yeah.
she understands. Like, I know that Dangerous Buzz would rather have come to my house than at his own house to watch anime than.
And I couldn't in my house. You know why.
Well,
Yeah,
the other thing too is I would never let his freaking dad just walk into my house.
Nope. Mm-mm. Not even if my life depended on it. I'd rather go out.
Yeah, your last surprise, both my parents do not approve at all.
Oh?
Really? Even your mom? Poppy, do you want to go?
No, my mom gives me like a disgusted look, like I'm some sort of disappointment every time I bring some new merchandise home.
There you go.
My dad's very vocal about it though, so.
Well,
Dad's always
I
been
remember when you bought like some of the statues and came home, and your dad was like, "Whoa, what is this? What a waste of money! Oh, you're such a creep." I was like, "Spoken by you," you know, like
He called them Barbie dolls, I believe, so.
Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
You can't really take them out of the box to play with them though. Like, it's not all Supersonico, so.
Well, that's just the way he sees them, so.
I don't know, but he's.
And I think he was trying to say something about my sexuality, even though I'm straight.
Okay,
Oh, man,
that's
buddy,
actually a question, right?
That's Paul.
So
That hits me at home.
weeaboo culture, people getting labeled as the fat, gross, basement dwellers, losers, you know, for life virgins.
Yeah.
How do you, as a fan, combat when people call you a weeb? Like, to be rude, not like us going, "Oh, weeb trash," you know, but like random people who figure it out and then they're like, "Well, you're such a weeb," you know, like they're just being dicks.
more often than not, nowadays, when people say you're a weeb, it's actually they're actually not meaning to offend.
Yeah.
I find that in the most recent years, anime has gotten exponentially more popular and accepted, at least by the younger community here in North America.
Yeah, definitely.
So I've actually personally never been called a weeb out of hate or anything. Usually it's people are poking fun at me, but they're also a weeb. Like someone told me, "You watch anime, you fucking weeb." And I was like, "Well, what do you watch?" And he's like, "Oh, I watch anime too." And I'm like, "Fucking weebs."
I'm such a weeb that I have have model samurai swords in my office. I remember I was so happy the day I bought those. I was like,
I wouldn't doubt.
I've made it. This is peak weeb, you know? When you have swords.
I mean, I have both Kirito blades, so
It almost feels like the community, the anime community, took that word
and they
and
embraced
just-
it.
they just embraced it.
Yeah, they're like,
and now
well,
it's not an insult.
well, I think that a lot of people in geek culture have pretty thick skin nowadays
Oh, yeah.
compared to back then. Made a custom weeb phone case. Yeah, but your phone case looks sweet, dude.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Like, if we could drop a pic, that'd be great. But
He should be able
because it
to.
looks good.
Yeah, so I think geek culture has developed a thicker skin just due to its higher popularity. Like
Mhm.
even like for me, I was playing Magic the Gathering in high school. That's a bold move to make because I was more popular than other people. But I'm like, here I am,
Yes.
you know, playing Magic the Gathering. Well, everybody can see you, and nobody said shit.
See, that was like freaking me in high school, where I was in every group, every damn
Yeah.
group. You name a group, and I was part of it, even ones that I shouldn't have.
Even
Yeah, but-
except for the band kids, we didn't.
King
I
of
was-
Chaos.
Yeah.
Well,
The
I was in
thing
my
with
last
you-
year.
The thing with you is 85% of the people that might want to say shit to you, you would have been able to dock them to the floor.
Yeah. Well, at least in the last
That's
2 years,
true.
not the
That's
first
true.
years, because the first years I was like under 90 pounds.
Yeah, the first years you had a real struggle about that.
Yeah, and then
But
said shit when I played
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh, but I didn't give a fuck. I mean, everybody played Yu-Gi-Oh back when it came out.
Oh,
Every
man,
kid played Yu-Gi-Oh.
I
still play
remember.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I remember when, like, in between classes, hey, you want to duel? Yeah.
Yeah. You want to play MTG? You want to play Pokemon? You want to play, you know, whatever? You want to play Munchkins? You know, whatever you
Oh,
want to play.
Munchkin at the cafeteria table while I get me a fat taco salad. Let me tell you what.
But yeah, definitely like the last years of high school, I was in a position of size where it was like, say something.
Mm.
You know, I'll kill you. Like, you're
You
standing.
were literally in a make my day mood for
Yeah,
the
I-
entirety of grade 12.
Yeah, I was like, I was only there half the year because I worked the whole first half, and I was like, I have 2 classes. Please do something. You know, like I don't want
I'm
to deal with
bored.
this shit anymore. And like, you did you hear about the time that I just about murdered Chris and I stopped
yeah.
myself? And people were like, "Oh, he
Yeah.
missed." I'm like, "No, that's called self-control." Because
Yeah.
he never ever again did anything to me. And the look of fear in his eyes was enough to like he got the message.
I saw him after that. It was hilarious.
Yeah. But
He was shook.
oh fuck yeah, little bitch was rattled. But like I don't typically condone violence, but you don't understand. I had been telling him for 6 months to fuck off.
Like, just lay off it. Like, leave it
some
alone.
some human beings cannot respond to verbal communication.
And it's not something that we promote, like, oh, you know, you tell them once and then dock them. No. It's
It's
like, you know
over
what?
and over and over again. Like I'm very patient to a point.
Mhm.
You know. But for you, Buzz, like I think because you were in our group, most people just kind of left you alone.
Yeah, for the most part, most people just left me alone. I also intermingled with the car guys, so
Yeah. But
that
most
helped.
car guys are weebs, let's be honest.
Most.
most of us
yes.
There was one time in grade 12 where some new kid, I think he was either grade 9 or grade 10, we walked past each other in the hallway, just outside of Mr. Epps' class,
are. Ooh.
and
Throwback.
he said something along the lines of, "Hey Chink, why don't you go back to your own country? You don't fucking belong
Whoa.
here." Now,
Ooh.
I didn't take offense to that because at this point, I was
don't
starting to
care
get
anymore?
to the point where I just stopped caring.
Yeah.
I had enough shit to deal with at home. If I cared about everything everyone said to me, I would just be too stressed out. So, and the funny thing is, I'm only half Asian. I'm half white.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
born in Canada.
Well, like
This is home to me.
me and my brother, we have
Yeah.
such a close relationship to him. Like we, you know, he's our Asian, as we used to say. I say it less so nowadays because like it's probably not very nice, but
No, but it is like a inside loving thing.
But just around the corner, you remember the short hall with both lockers on both sides, and then you would have if you walk through that, to the left would be the cafeteria.
You mean the zoo?
Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just out of earshot, I believe it was Cam and Nick. They just heard that, and the
Oh.
kid walked around the corner, and I didn't even hear about it until years after, but they dropped that kid, and I never saw him again.
Like the thing
Like,
is, like it was a small school with a lot of people. And
Say
you have
one
no
thing,
idea.
you're done.
Yeah, you have no idea who you just like who heard it.
Hey, there we go. There's the phone pic.
I probably saw the guy again afterwards, but like I didn't remember his face, and he never said anything back to me. So I'm not gonna converse with someone I don't know unless they come and talk to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
at least he could have just apologized for being a fucking douche flute.
Yeah, no kidding. But like, oh man, I remember there was one time where I was walking with Brittany, and
We just name dropping everybody.
Well,
Everybody's getting name dropped today.
well, I mean, how many Brittany's did we know?
I
There's gotta
actually
be
I
some.
knew quite a few, but remember I had gone to different schools in between
That's true.
coming to our school, so
But just in that school area, even the French side, there was a few.
yeah.
But so one of them mentioned something about her height, one kid, and out of nowhere, I think it might have been what's his monkey, sweet monkey or whatever his name is on Discord.
Okay, yeah.
I think it might have been him. he just outright just freaking starts like screaming at this kid for something he said about Brittany.
It's because
I
that's
couldn't
because
believe-
Brittany's a sweetheart and we don't hurt Brittany.
And that kid just like I think he pissed himself.
Probably did.
And
And it's
you can
funny
only
because-
imagine.
If you've seen Sweaty Monkey, you know that he's not typically an intimidating person.
But once you get him going,
If you get him going, he's gone.
that is a sight to see.
He's like a scary ninja. He'll kill you.
Yeah, a scary hidden ninja
Yeah.
because he always pops up out of fucking nowhere.
But anyway, coming back in. Let's reel it back in. Come on in. Let's back. Come back.
Okay.
So I want to say that the stigma is probably alive and well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
It's not as bad in other places, but
It's-
it's still there.
It's definitely improved from when we left high school. I would
Yeah.
say that,
Oh,
especially among
huge.
the younger community. I was talking to my brother. My brother's 3 years younger than me, and he was a part of their sports teams. And there was numerous people playing sports who were also big into anime. Just to show you an idea what a difference of 3 years was, because when we were in high school, none of those jocks would have even been remotely interested.
That's
They
'cause
would have been.
They were like the jock. Like you think about a jock from the '90s. That's what you're looking at.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. They're just not entertaining people to be around. Like I've never understood the allure. You know. I like to hang out with the band kids and the theater kids and the nerds. That was my crowds. It's just more
Good
entertaining.
times.
And out on the West Coast, it's a lot more accepted. You see a lot more stuff. The anime conventions are huge out on the West. You see Atasha cars out on the streets. It's a lot more accepted over in British Columbia, Washington State, Oregon, and California than
Well,
it is.
Everything
out
is
of
accepted in California, except being conservative. That's not accepted.
Ooh. Careful. Walking the dangerous
Toeing the
line.
line. Toeing the line. You see it? I'm poking it. I'm poking it. Poke.
Poking that
There-
bear.
There's the line.
Oh my god, that is $600.
What are you looking at?
Looking at a mic stand on that on the Long and McQuaid, I'm like,
Yeah, some of the mic stands are expensive. I have some cymbal stands that are like $150 a pop, $200.
$100, no reviews. That's scary.
Yeah, you got to be careful. They also do sell. They also have commission sales, where it's used stuff. So again, be aware.
It's Atlas. I don't know how Atlas is.
Oh, that's pretty expensive shit. I wouldn't be looking at that if I were you. That's a little rich for your blood.
I mean, I could afford it, but yeah.
Yeah, but do you? It's not. It's. I could, but do you want to?
Do I really want to?
You know, like I could buy a $4,000 camera, so that it could still be compressed all to hell in Twitch. Or I could buy the $200 camera that does the same job.
Yeah. Speaking of which, price went down again by
Yeah, it's gonna come down.
$5.
It's gonna come down more. It's just you got to give it time.
Super upsetting though.
Keep your eye out for the used ones though.
Yeah,
Unless you
'cause
really
those
want a
ones-
new one, then it's okay. Well, I think that's kind of all I got.
1,200.
I think that's all I got for anime. Thank you for your input, by the way.
Yeah, no
Appreciate
problem.
it.
So this week I had an interesting week. So I borrowed a copy of The Last of Us 2. Don't
Oh,
shoot!
no.
Don't shoot! Wait,
Mm,
I borrowed a copy. Played 15-ish hours into it. I wanted to give it more of a chance. That was the thing. Like, I didn't want to dogpile. I know I wasn't really going to like it based on what they were saying, but I came into it, and yeah, it's still shit. Like, Abby is a Mary Sue. She's good at everything, and she never shows remorse. She beats the shit out of a pregnant woman, doesn't even apologize. Not even like a shred of humanity is in this character. But through the whole game, you keep seeing these flashbacks where she's playing with this dog. And she's like, she loves the dog. The dog is so sweet, and she's interacting with other people in the compound with this dog. But then Ellie kills the dog. Because Abby good, Ellie bad.
mm-hmm.
And there's a whole mission where you spend killing dogs with Ellie. That seems like curved writing to me.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to get you to sympathize with Abby at any means necessary.
But-
They're using pretty underhanded tactics there.
Yeah, but you can't sympathize with this character. And then the worst thing, so she kills... I don't care if you want to kill Joel. You can kill Joel, and there's a right way to do it. There's correct writing, and there's piss poor writing. And the way they killed him is the worst way.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
could have still had her beat the shit out of him with a golf club. Shoot him in the leg with a shotgun. You could have still done it. But there's no way Joel would just be like, this is my name, here's my brother's name, this is where we live. Hell no.
No, if Joel had to die, it would have been maybe Ellie gets in a pinch. Joel comes in to save her, and he basically gets killed, saving the one person who's always been there. And
Well,
they've been on this
would be,
journey together.
That would be damsel in distress narrative. And that's toxic.
That's
What
toxic.
you just described to me is exactly what they wouldn't want.
A
But
father saving his daughter
Yes, damsel in distress narrative.
is not acceptable. We cannot have
Not
fathers
anymore.
saving their daughters.
Nope.
Not
because
anymore.
That's not equality. It's not okay.
You would have said that about 10 years ago?
You'd be
Perfect.
fine. Yep. It would have been a great story.
Price
Wrap it
goes.
up. Put it out. No,
But,
but
you say
like,
that now? Nope.
Neil wanted to kill Joel. Nobody knows why, but he wanted
Just
to.
fuck that
He
guy.
makes this. So like, okay, if you want to write Abby, and she's like, if this is supposed to be like a story of how revenge is bad,
Mhm.
and she's got these huge gains, these muscle gains, where she's got the strength now that she can fight her way and take out Joel. You could write the whole game like that and do it correctly if you want to do it. But you don't have to be lazy and piss poor about it. Like here's my Last of Us 2 remaster. So you have Abby. You open the scene, you're on Abby. It's like, we're opening on the flashback. Abby's father's dead. She's just this weak, powerless young woman who doesn't know what to do in that situation now. So she starts, working out. She's gaining strength, learning how to survive, And then she gets to the point where now she goes on this manhunt after Joel. And she finds him. She finally manages to track him down. And then she gets her ultimate revenge. That's how you kill Joel.
Yeah.
Stonk level 1000. Stonk.
Jesus.
Stonks.
Stonks.
But if you're going to be lazy, like, I want to tell everybody, save the $60, wait for it to go on sale. If you really, really, really want to play it. Like, it's just really, like, I don't like the narrative they went with the story.
I think I'm gonna pass on The Last of Us 2, to be honest.
It's terrible. So my friend Teen Anners, he has a copy. He played through it, and I was able to see. And I was not a fan. I could not bear myself to play any more than the intro.
Wow. Really? You didn't get past the intro?
I couldn't play after it. I've seen the whole gameplay.
Like, I didn't get to the end of the game. I got pretty fucking close.
But I couldn't play it myself because I first played the remastered version on my PS4 straight through before I even went this. I just went straight through, played it, and then went straight to Last of Us 2 so that it's all fresh in my head. I could not do it. The way it just clashed so hard in my brain that I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I could watch it, but I couldn't play it first person. Could not. Or first hand.
Like, the thing is, though, the thing about the first game is the emotions were really strong.
Oh, man. Tugging.
But I
so hard.
did not feel that way in the second game. Now, did you watch the Angry Joe review? He put out like an hour-long review on this game. And he really covered everything in detail. Stonk emotions. Stonk! Stonk. Yeah.
Is that what we're doing now?
Yeah. But he did this fantastic review of the game. And he gave it a 6 out of 10. And the first game, he gave it 10 out of 10. Which is only the fourth game he's ever reviewed to get a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
So that really shows... Like, I was talking to somebody who said The Last of Us 2, by itself, if it was just a standalone game, fantastic game.
Yeah.
But as a sequel, it fucking falls flat on its face.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's people
I
thinking
can
there's
agree
going to
with
be a third one. I'm like, fuck no. Sony will not allow there to be a third one at this shit show.
And if they do, then
Please
they're
no.
dumb.
Because look at what happened with No Man's Sky. Because the same thing that Sony did during No Man's Sky is the same shit they did now. Random DMCAs, shooting blind into the night, censoring everybody, telling everyone to go away, blocking reviews. Metacritic even blocked negative reviews.
Which is pretty
And
good.
I had to check, so I left a negative review. Guess what? Wasn't fucking there. They did that with Persona? Really?
Yep. Persona 5.
I heard Persona 5 was good, though.
It is. It is.
TB,
But
TB really wants me to play it, I think, on stream.
it is
And
a good game.
I
Solidly
think
done.
I'm going to. But I have to convince my
Solidly
wife to
done.
give me the PS4 for a while. Because I have to bring it in the office.
Good luck.
Or I'll
luck with
just
that.
pick up another PS4. I don't know.
I mean, you could probably find one for...
Pretty cheap now. Just a
Cheap.
Slim or something. I don't really care.
Yeah. Okay.
favorite
right,
game, in
simmer.
his opinion.
Simmer.
We
simmer.
know, we know.
Simmer.
We know. But yeah,
So,
like I was really fucking disappointed with Last of Us 2.
Me too, man.
And
I had high
I'm
hopes.
super happy I only borrowed the game. Cuz I would have been just crushed if I'd actually spent real money on it.
Yeah, that's like me with buying Grand Theft Auto. On
Oh, but you
PlayStation.
didn't play with us. It would have been more fun with us, except for Joe and his mod menu.
Yeah.
It's not fun. Rent the
No.
game if you need it. What, the Persona 5? Oh, GTA. No, actually, I don't know.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep guessing.
Yeah, no, I have it free on PC, but before that, I bought it on PlayStation because one of my good friends really wanted me to play it with her, and I was like, all right, fine. And then played through a little bit,
Oh,
and I was
Last
like,
of
this
Us.
is
Yeah,
so
rent
boring.
the game if you really want to play it, but don't actually really waste.
Yeah,
your
don't
money
actually
on it.
buy it. Yeah.
Anyway, Buzz,
But-
you wanted to say something?
yeah, I was just gonna reel back to the anime conversation
Okay.
because that's what this episode's dedicated to.
Yes.
More personal and less controversy. What are your favorite anime series and why? And we'll start with our lovely host here, King Chaos.
Right now? Oh, my favorites right now?
Oh.
Oh boy. You know what? This might be based. I'm gonna have to call this based. No, I'm just kidding. No, I really like Parasite.
Oh yeah.
I really enjoy that. I like to go back and watch it again. It's just a really well done story. Akame ga Kill. I know, so basic. Seven Deadly Sins was good.
Okay.
That was a really good series.
You know,
I loved it.
Obviously, Sword Art Online, the early seasons. The last one with the guns, I don't know.
That's not even
It
the
didn't
last one, man.
That's not even the newest one, man.
There's a third one, and then there's the movie with Ordinal Scale. Like, you
Yeah.
got a lot to catch up on.
No,
Ordinal Scale was actually
I've
pretty
seen
good, though.
them. I've seen them, but like, they just don't do the same. It's not the same magic for me. You know,
Yeah.
and I've played the games too. Like, I bought the games for the PS4 to play.
Yeah, Fatal Bullet was so well done. I have to say, Fatal Bullet was absolutely
Swan
done.
Song, I think is the one I played the most of.
Yeah,
Mainly
like the
because I was
first
just
one?
exploring. No, I think Swan Song is the second game.
Okay, well then Fatal Bullet.
And I really love the way anime comes to life in a video game.
It's got a
It's really
nice
good.
art style too.
Yeah.
And it's very it's a very timeless style too. Like I think if we look back 5 years from now, it's still gonna look good. Whereas games that focus on realism, they show their age really quickly.
Yeah. Actually, I finally. So I watched some Game Over, and I finally started watching Date Alive.
Okay.
This is a show that I've had a banner for since like what 2016. When did I buy the
Oh.
banner?
I'm gonna interject there. My bud Leroy has actually told me to watch it, so maybe we should
Maybe we should watch that
do a-
together.
private
Yeah.
stream together.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Cause like
I'm cool
I
with
haven't
that.
watched episode 1 yet, so I really want to sit and have some time just to watch it. But I've been having some issues with Kiss anime. Sometimes
yes.
it doesn't want to work correctly, but other days it's okay.
I mean, support all your official localization groups.
Well,
Don't
like,
don't
I
pirate.
use Crunchyroll
Yeah.
primarily.
Is it not on Crunchyroll?
I don't know.
Oh, it is.
It is on Crunchyroll. Okay, well,
Yeah, it is.
but there
Okay.
are times where I'm just lazy.
That's fair. I still
Isn't
remember
that how
when
we
all...
watched Akame ga Kill the first time?
Discord stream.
Yeah, Discord stream. Well, that's probably where we're gonna do it. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Probably,
that's
yeah.
probably where it's gonna end up.
That's gonna be great. I still remember when all of us watched the 300 episodes of Fairy Tail.
Oh, I got burned out at about episode 100.
Fairy Tail is I can't believe like Fairy Tail and One Piece and Naruto. There's just like so much to watch.
There's just, and it's just like it does like, in terms of development of characters and skills and abilities and such, it just does the same thing but better every 50 episodes. Like,
So the thing we did the last 50 episodes, we're gonna take that, and now the floor is lava.
The floor is lava, but this is the same thing for the next 50 episodes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or, and now they can fly over the lava for the next 50 episodes.
I cleaned up my setup. Ooh.
Hey, there's no.
Please
there's no,
send pics. Send nudes.
Yeah. Send.
Actually,
PC
that's one
nudes.
thing I have to do. Since I've got the microphone and the monitors, like so my desk is a mess. I don't even want to like set up the overhead camera and show you because
Oh,
it's just,
hey,
like, a
that's nice.
disaster.
That's nice. That's a nice setup, TB.
So, Devil's Elite.
That is a monitor gap. Please close.
No gap in monitor. What are you doing?
Nah, it's not so bad. If it works for you, then it's it's good.
We got a hardcore Persona fan here.
I told you.
Oh, yeah.
He
No,
was
this-
gonna he has a 3D printer, eh? And he was working on this GPU sag bracket that was Persona 5. It was the Joker. I was like,
Absolute
"Right."
mad respect.
You
Mad
wanna-
respect up to you.
You want a little bit of some juicy story I just found?
Sure.
So, they set up a guillotine in front of the Bezos mansion.
A guillotine.
Yeah. Like, you know, the thing that goes chop chop?
Oh, we know what the guillotine is. Believe me, they pull
Yeah,
it
I
out
know.
here.
Yeah.
They pull it out here to scare the government when they don't want to do things.
So, they put that in front of the Bezos mansion. Oh, boy.
Even though he's probably not currently at the frickin' mansion, he's probably at his house in Italy.
Yeah, probably. But still, they set it up. They're waiting.
See, they did it. They did it during the Paris riots. They pulled out a guillotine. I was like,
So
"Hey,
that's
the French
some
people are
juiciness.
not fucking around, dude."
But
I was like, they did it once, they'll do it again.
in terms of current favorite anime and stuff, if you're done there, Chaos.
Yeah, I'm done. I want to hear
Okay.
you two now.
Oh boy. Well, I would have to agree with the Seven Deadly Sins definitely being up there as one of my favorite.
It's just a really good one to watch.
It was well done, like absolutely well done.
I think Nick
And
liked that one a lot too.
Mhm.
Yeah, Nick was big into that.
I'm taking a look into Overlord as well as the Rising of the Shield Hero.
Okay,
And-
was it
yeah,
Goblin Slayer or Goblin King or whatever the fuck it was?
Goblin Slayer was that one stirred up a huge hornet's nest.
Oh yeah,
That was an interesting one though. I liked it.
yikes!
Yeah, it's good.
But
I liked it.
It was just all over the place.
Well, yeah. I also finally finished watching Attack on
Well,
Titan. I have
hey,
to
there
say
you
that I'm
go.
like really. I was more excited when season 1 finished. I was like, I want to watch season 2, and then it took them 4 freaking years to make season 2, and I was no longer interested.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I felt too. But I did like season 2. I wasn't like overly thrilled like I was for like halfway through season 1, and you're just like drooling. But it definitely didn't let me down in terms of what we got out of it.
Okay.
Yes, it took a little longer, a lot longer, but it was still a good. It was a good one, at least. It's not like oh fuck, what is that called? Mm, mm, mm.
Lag.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, there we go. It's not like Inuyasha where you
Oh.
waited for so freaking long and it just.
Careful
Yeah.
now. There's people who like that though.
Hey, I love Inuyasha. Don't get me wrong, but they fucked up. I'll call out when
Oh,
they
there we
fuck
go.
up.
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't have a water block on that 2070 right now. So
Oh yeah.
Dangerous Buzz. So he had a 2080 Super with a Corsair water block on it. but the water
Okay.
block had some kind of defect and it leaked, and
Oh,
the water
no.
dripped down into his riser cable, and the fucking thing just fried.
Straight.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's my fear with water cooling.
I
think
know
I'm gonna.
it's good, but it's scary.
It caught fire.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Okay,
Good
hold
times.
on. He told me that was a joke.
No, it caught fire.
Oh no, that was the bag of screws, right? He said he put a fucking bag of screws in the PC by accident,
Oops.
and that it just singed, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I remember that.
It's a 9900K system, and he had a 2080 Super, and then Corsair just like didn't answer forever.
Yeah, they're just like, we're gonna leave that alone.
Anyway, what about you, Buzz? What are your
Yeah, what's your
favorites?
current favorite?
Okay, so I'm big into Fate.
Yes.
I saw that coming.
I'm big into Fate. I've played the original visual novel. I've watched Unlimited Blade Works. I watched part 1 and 2 of Heaven's Feel in theaters. Unfortunately, COVID has delayed the release of part 3 out here in North America. They opted to just delay the theatrical release instead of doing a digital release,
Okay.
which
So they will still do a theater release. Just we don't know. When.
yeah, as far as we know, yeah.
Okay.
I've seen the spin-off series. I've seen Khalid Liner. I've seen Apocrypha. I haven't actually completed Apocrypha just yet, but I will get to that eventually. It's on the long list of things to watch. I'm kind of hardcore into Elite. Elite. I'm thinking of your name now. I'm kind of
thank you.
hardcore into into Fate, but besides Fate, I really it's kind of cliche, but I really like isekai shows. So I've really enjoyed that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Oh,
Really,
that was
really enjoyed
good. That was good.
That's good stuff.
That was really good.
I totally
Konosuba.
forgot about that, honestly.
Enjoyed Konosuba. That show is funny. ReZero, I loved ReZero, even if the main character can be a bit of a dink.
Still good.
The Rising of a Shield Hero,
Okay.
that I
No
really
spoilers.
loved that one.
Hold on, no spoilers. I'm
No
still watching it.
spoilers.
Hey, what was that Fate cooking show we watched at Icon?
Oh, that's I think it's Cooking with the M. Today's menu with for the Emiya family.
Oh, okay. It's really good. I like it. It's cute.
The interesting thing with Fate is they've got a bit of everything for everyone.
Yeah. Like Fate's good. I don't get a lot of time to actually sit and watch animes, so when I do, it's like, what do I even want to watch? I don't even know. There's so much to watch.
Yeah, there's especially with Fate, like it's become an absolute meme for anyone trying to get into the series. It's just an absolute mess of where do I start?
Well, the nice thing is I have access to you. Be like, hey, if I want to rewatch this, what order do I do this in? Like, the only reason I play Fate Go when I actually sit and play a mobile game
Oh, I remember I had that at one
is
point.
because of these guys. Because we'll be sitting at Icon, I'm like, that looks interesting. And it's like, it's fun because it kind of gives me like Final Fantasy vibes. Because it's
Oh, yeah.
turn-based, right? But
Still pissed about that, by the way. Final Fantasy, still pissed.
yeah, well, any update on that? Are we getting part 2 at some point?
No updates yet. Not even a response to my fucking emails.
Of course not. You know what's funny though?
Square Enix.
Nobody talked about it. People
No,
played it,
everyone
they loved
just-
it, and then nobody said anything. The fact that the game wasn't complete.
Yeah, the fact that it's only a third of the fucking game for 86 gigs. All right.
Half the game. It's half the game.
I would say a third, man.
I
'Cause
really want to see.
You've got to go to Wutah. You've got to go all over, and then you got to backtrack.
I just want to see
Like,
a
there's-
Legend of Dragoon HD rematch.
Yes! Oh my god, me and my coworker have been talking about that for days. We want to see it because I've been playing through that nonstop on the good old PS1 that I own.
Yeah.
And
It's just a fun fucking game, dude.
and like the story is beautiful. It really is. And then you well, some of the morals they probably wouldn't allow, but like how Dart's just the biggest Daredevil player in the goddamn universe, but
Oh,
and
actually,
then
I've just thought of a really good question.
okay.
When it comes to dating
Oh
and
boy.
anime,
Oh
because I
boy.
think a lot of women in North America are like not comfortable unless they're already in the community. Then they totally get it. Then they're fine. They know what's going on. But like for ones who do not currently watch anime,
Mhm.
do you find yourselves for you like I'm married, so this is not a question for me, but for you two, do you find yourselves nervous or uneasy to tell the person you're seeing about the fact that you watch anime?
Oh no. Mine might be a different story because this woman is absolutely fantastic. But no, I for her, she knows I'm just all up in this weeb shit, and like she's disappointed that I own the swords, and that I'll sit there and I'll be like, yeah, if I could carry these around, I would. But
Oh god.
other than that, you know, she's pretty cool with it. I have no issue with telling people, but that might just be me personally. Not, I've never given a fuck what people have thought.
Okay. What about you, Buzz?
So I've stopped caring about being concerned what a lot of people think, and if I'm gonna be dating someone, they're gonna find out either way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a large part of my life, so I think it would be better just stating it out right at the start. This is what you're getting into.
I watch
This is
them
the
Asian
baggage.
cartoons, you know.
This is the baggage that comes along with me. Uh,
and my waifu lives here also, so like you have to
uh,
get along.
So I've got a couple Dakimakuras, so I hope you're fine with that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would tell them. I'm back and I joined your Discord. Thank you, Shrek. Thank
Hey.
you.
I know some girls in the anime community.
Yeah, okay, but
They
again,
literally
in the
they're
community.
they're taking their boyfriend's Dakimakuras and they're claiming them as their own.
No, they're expensive, dude.
They are
It's not cheap. I would never in a million years be allowed to have one of those in the bed. I
No.
could put them in here for the stream setup, but that's it. They would not be allowed in that room. My wife, she, I don't know if she disapproves, but she's just like, yeah, she's not.
She's not
sure.
into it.
She's not sure.
Honey, Asana's joining us in the bed tonight.
No. Yeah, fuck. Snip. You know. No, it's not her thing, so I don't make her sit and watch it. You know. She's got enough TV shows that we watch all the time anyway, so there's no reason for me like,
Got
"Hey,
enough on your plate."
You should really sit and watch this with me.
Also, shout out to barbecue pizza. Anyway,
Barbecue pizza. Nice. Like stone cooked or just like barbecue chicken pizza?
one second.
This guy.
Is that thing even warm? That looks pretty stiff.
Yeah, it was a stiff piece of pizza.
No, it's cold pizza from last night. I was at the bar.
Ooh, Dale
Bought
pizza's nice.
myself. It's not even day old. It's like, hold up, 10 hours.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I got it at just before midnight. So, but yeah, no, it was a custom barbecue. So barbecue sauce base, mozzarella cheese, bacon, chicken, ham.
Ooh.
I had caramelized onions. I had
It's like
some
a
steak in it
$50
too.
pizza
Actually, it was $20,
for bar pizza.
and it was a 14-inch pizza.
Oh, I would never pay $20 for a 14-inch. Come on.
Well, 14-inch for 7 toppings and barbecue sauce base.
You know
with
what
extra
you know what
cheese.
I miss? Okay, I've been wanting to talk about this. Things that I miss about home
50s?
is food in general. Like fast food. Nyaku pizza, Rocco's pizza, you know.
Oh yeah, you guys
The
don't have
unlimited toppings for $10 at Pizza Hotline.
that. Mm.
McDonald's fries.
Oh, I don't know if I can live without McDonald's fries.
Because McDonald's fries here suck. There's no salt. But okay, so actually, big news. Did you know that in Germany they have the McRib year round?
What?
Yeah, it's a permanent menu item. It's also one of the few European countries that has classic sweet and sour sauce. But it's like Strasse sauce, but it's sweet and sour sauce. That's where I get my nuggets now. I go to
I know
Kel.
where I'm. I know where I'm
I
moving.
go to Kel now, which is like just over. It's a border town, and I go to the McDonald's.
Cody,
yeah, so they have-
you know where I'm moving now, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of expensive actually. Germany's rent is like more expensive than France, but the home owning cost is less. I don't understand that.
Hmm.
Plus, you kind of have to speak German.
I only know bits and pieces. It is part of my heritage. I could ask my grandmother.
No, like German, not Canadian German. German.
No, she's from.
Okay,
She's from. She speaks like fluent High German.
I see. Also, if you didn't know, Strasse, I think is street, because every time I go to drive there, they're like, "Please turn right onto something Strasse," and then I'm like, so I'm assuming that means street. But it's
Tiny
like
bit of French.
the Strasse is like it's like the bee, the fake bee looking thing. The German alphabet is really interesting. But yeah, so they have the McRib year round. See, Germany does fast food better than France does. It's closer to the US, like in terms of how they prepare it and is cooked. It's not as regulated a bit. Actually, only a few years ago they stopped doing unlimited refills in fast food joints. So now it's like you just
Really
get
weird.
the one drink. Well, it's the sugar thing, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
It's stupid. Just let us have it. You know.
Give me my sugar high.
Also, in France, a large McDonald's fry is Canada's medium.
Oh,
However, Germany has the same sizes as Canada, so you can't supersize, but they'll have like the proper large. You know. Yeah. Plus, the drinks are smaller. I think all the restaurants cap out at like 50 centiliters. So
okay.
that's it. Yeah, that's a weird one. They don't do milliliters; they do centiliters.
I'm still looking at this $1,200 mic stand. Like, what the
Stop
fuck?
looking at it. You're not gonna buy that.
I know, but it's like, why? Why $1,200?
Usually, it's
for a mic
because they're
stand?
effortlessly moved and they will not drop position at all.
Emperor Palpatine says, "Do it."
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just grab my credit card.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for it. The bank's paying for it.
Banks have lots of money, right? I remember we used to joke about that doing car stuff. Like, oh, just go get the turbo. I mean, the bank's got lots of money, right?
Yep.
It's like, well. My favorite, though, is like the bank calling you wondering why you're modding their car. Yeah. There's some people we know, definitely, that don't own their cars.
That have done an oopsie.
And they're just modding them. I'm like, why are you doing
I swear, just cut off the muffler. It'll sound good.
that? Cam.
Did you mean my Jeep?
How did you make the truck sound like that? So I just started cutting.
Anyway, I start cutting and
I remember when I was actually going to buy a brand new car, and for whatever reason, it occurred in my brain to be like, hey, Cam, do you want to weld a muffler on it? We didn't do it.
Oh.
We didn't do it. It was great.
Thank God.
I bought an actual catback exhaust, and it was better.
You want to weld a muffler real quick? Nope.
Well, he was gonna. But then we just decided that after seeing the muffler fall off Jason's car, we were like, let's not do that.
I remember I had Roy actually weld muffler onto my Jeep, and it wasn't actually too bad until it fell off, and then we got noise complaints on the daily when we went to work.
That's fine. If anybody was getting noise complaints, it was freaking Dangerous Buzz here.
That's also true.
Hey, rotaries are just loud.
Yeah, but remember when it was straight piped and you drove past me and I couldn't even hear my loud car?
It's not my fault it was straight pipe. The previous owner did that.
He straight piped it and side exited it.
Oof.
It was horrible.
That thing droned horribly too.
Yeah, well, it's a rotary. It's already loud.
It's loud as fuck, boy.
I remember driving Jasmine though against the rotary, and Tristan's just salt, just pure salt on his face every time I'd pass him, like he was standing still.
Yep.
We don't talk about that.
You got beat by a Honda, and your dad got beat by a Honda.
I think his dad took it more personally than Tristan did.
Definitely, they hated it. And then my favorite though was racing Joel. I mean, because that was always a challenge. Because with that one, it just came down to shift timing.
I remember.
You know his engine's it's a kitchen build, eh?
Yeah, I know. Like he built that whole thing himself.
Yeah, out of his kitchen.
Well, where else you gonna do it? He doesn't have a garage.
It's all good. Wherever you got it, right?
The RSX was a shed motor. By the way, did I tell you somebody's using the motor, trans, and ECU from that car?
Really?
Yeah, there's somebody in the city with a black EK with a red K20 in it. And I messaged the guy. I was like, okay, where'd you get the motor? He's like, oh, it came out of this like red RSX. I was like, this is my car. So I asked him, I was like, how's the cams doing? Because I haven't seen them in a while. He's like, oh, they're still good. I was like, okay, great. So I didn't totally fuck that motor up. And I wasn't sure because that thing had a dead water pump when I sold it.
Oof.
So it was like overheating. I'm like, oh, fuck, this motor's going to die. But no, it's still golden. I was like,
Gonna go.
that is the best shed-built K20 ever. The thing's going to go forever.
Oh, yeah. It's good times. Good times.
I really wish I would have just taken the motor with me. Just to have an extra
Kinda.
K20. But I don't even know where I'd put it at this point.
Oh, it's going on the couch.
Falls through the couch. No, that thing,
It is-
I put that freaking motor through hell. It went through the break-in period, and then it was, there we go. Here we go.
Pushed its limit.
Oh, yeah. Like, I had that thing revving. So, stock, they'll rev to, like, 65. And then on a stock crank and the cast pistons and stuff, you can hit 7. I was doing 73. Because if you shift at 73, you're in the power band the entire time. There's no drop off.
Yep.
And then I raced the Mazda 3. I was sad.
Sad days.
It was a sad realization. That thing, he was... Not only was he winning, he was pulling away physically. I was like, what's under the hood of that car? You know?
I need to see this.
Just a stock 2.5, man.
That was the difference, though. 2.5 versus 2.
Yep. I remember once, and I'm only able to claim this victory once because I knew the back roads. And
Oh, the
Nick
gravel
didn't wanna
road?
take it.
The gravel road drag strip? Yeah, they paved
I
that.
raced Nick home, like his place, and won in my Cavalier versus his Camaro.
Yeah.
And he was just like, you cheated. was like, what the fuck you mean you cheated? I just took the back
took a different
roads.
road. Doesn't matter how you
I
get
just-
there as long as you get there.
I just took the back roads at like $1.40, and you decided to take the highway.
Okay, here's a question. We're all car people. Fastest you've gone on a road. Go.
Ooh, Buzz first. Let's see it.
Fastest, 207 kilometers an hour in fourth gear.
With the
Ooh.
RSX? No.
RX-8.
RX8. Jesus. So you didn't open her all the way to 6, or does it drop off at 6?
I've actually never tried to go past fourth because it starts getting a bit scary at that speed.
So that's cute. That's cute. What about you, Elite?
I think it was somewhere around 202, and it was in. I don't know what it was.
A road in
like the
Mexico.
base-
A road in Mexico. Don't incriminate yourself.
That's funny. So he had the framework of a Camaro, but it was a custom engine. I don't know what he did. I didn't ever got to see it,
Oh, it was
But-
something.
but it was something, and it was fucking wild. I didn't dare pass. I could have gone faster, but I didn't push past 202. I was just living my best life at that point. It was amazing.
Not bad. So I had to use like a GPS speedometer because the speedometers in the model of the Civic stop at 180, but it
Mhm.
goes back to the 0. It'll come back and go around. But I don't know how accurate the math is on the carry through. I don't know if it goes 180 and then the 0 becomes 200 and then it carries on like that. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what they do. Anyway.
Yeah.
So using a GPS speedometer and then plus or minus, because the GPS speedometer said 280, but I'm figuring knock off 20 for latency and accuracy. So like,
Yeah, so around
you know,
around 260.
around 260 anyway. Top of 5th gear, wide the fuck open, 22 pounds of boost, scared me shitless.
Oh yeah, no, without a doubt.
But that car went, man. But yeah, that I remember the first time I hit boost in that car. I wasn't paying attention. I was like, wait. You know? Scared the crap out of me. And Buzz was like, okay, don't fucking do that. Like, you don't know that car. Don't be stupid until we get home. I'm like, oh, yeah, no problem. And what were we
Yeah.
doing on the way home?
Being stupid.
Being stupid. Because he is driving my RSX, eh?
Yeah.
Because somebody had to take it back. So, he's just like, I hear him just go at the red light. I'm like, really? You want to do this now? I remember one time Buzz drove the Civic, and he fucking loved it.
Oh yeah.
I remember
I
people were like, fuck, he had a big smile on his face. But it's a dangerous car. Very dangerous car.
Hmm. Fall into a comfortable pattern of speed.
I wouldn't. Well, it's not even that. I would not ever again build a car like that. Like, it was super backyard mechanic.
Oh yeah.
What I do
Yeah.
know, or what I think I know, is that the guy who bought it got into a really fucking bad car accident with it.
Ooh.
Because the group is part of like the Toronto Underground Speed Racers. Yeah, so they fucked that car.
Oops.
It's gone. Pretty sure he's gone too. Like,
Oopsie.
I don't know. Anyway,
That's a depressing thought. Let's
it's
move on.
super sad. Like, I know that now both of the vehicles that I was driving for so long are just like torn apart, gone. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, and I try not to let it bother me too much. Because, like, people
But
will do what they're
You
going to do.
did put
right?
your soul in that though.
I put my soul more in the RSX than the Civic. Like, if I'm being totally honest with you, I had more fun in the RSX than the Civic, because the RSX was like, you can have fun in it and get into like minimal trouble.
Yeah.
The Civic was like felony prison time trouble.
Yeah.
Wear your
But
seatbelts, kids.
still,
Do the speed limit. You know, stop at
Yeah.
stop signs. I
Yeah,
don't know
don't do
what else to
what we
say.
do.
I don't know what else to say to them.
Whatever you see or hear of us doing, if you end up hearing that, don't do that.
Do as I say, not as I do.
It's all on closed circuits, guys.
Yeah, we're
not
we're trained professionals.
Yeah.
Also, ice drifting,
like that.
10 out of 10, totally fun.
Oh man, did I show you the video back like fucking 2 years after high school of me doing that straight? I was doing a straight down down like heading towards Gimli, and it was just sheer black ice. So I decided at 2 a.m. to do just spins.
No,
Did I show you that video?
No, but that's fucking scary.
Oh.
Like,
I was so cocky in my ability to drive my car at that time. It was not
my
fun.
favorite thing to do in my Cavalier was slow drifting, like in fresh snow, fresh powdered snow. Because like the RSX, I always wanted to make it spin around a lot, and I was clutch kicking it. I was like, wah, bah, bah, bah. You know, the Cavalier is like, just keep it under 2,500, and you can just slow cruise around the snow piles.
Oh yeah. Such good times.
Well, anyway.
Oh,
any
one
other
final-
thoughts, gentlemen?
one final moment of the Cavalier that is always great is being able to make turns you shouldn't at high speeds.
You want to
one
talk about
that-
making
oh.
high-speed corners? Let's discuss that. Let's discuss that.
Alright,
Front wheel drive cars
Yes.
taking
we'll specify
corners at high speeds. Don't let go of the gas.
that. Whatever you do.
You will unbalance the car and spin the fuck around. You remember, right, Buzz?
Oh,
I never let you live that down.
I know. He's doing what, 160 through it, and I'm like trucking along at like 140, and I let off just slightly.
and
It spun
the
right around.
only split second and done.
I had actually seen you go sideways in my rearview mirror and disappear off to the right side of it, and I was just like,
We're talking kilometers, not miles.
Yeah,
by
not
the way.
miles. Not miles.
Not miles.
Yeah, I did
Kilometers.
260 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Superior system.
superior.
I mean, not wrong. But
Really just makes
I think
everything
the-
seem bigger. That's what it is.
I think in the Cavalier, yeah, I went about 140-ish through. Now, don't ever do this, people. I went through a clove at 140,
Oof.
and
I bet
man.
you those tires were squealing.
Oh, all the fucking way down. It was downhill too. I don't know. I think it was a little faster because it was a downhill one. But
Metric for the win. Personally, not actually that big a fan of Metric. The numbers are too big.
The numbers are too big.
But not here. Here's the weird part. So, if I gave you guys my tape measure, because it has inches and centimeters on it. However, the centimeters go 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Like, that's how it's broken down. It's not 1 to 30, right? My coworkers can't read my tape measure. They don't like it. They can't read it.
Your tape measure, is it it's feet and inches?
It's both. It's feet and inches and metric on one side.
Okay.
But their tape measures all go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Mine just goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20.
Wait, so they can't just take the 10 and plus the 8? What the fuck?
They don't teach them the power of 10 when they're learning metric.
wait, really? What?
Yeah. They can't do it's. I tell them it's plus 10. What are you doing? You know, like this isn't complicated.
Oh, it's not complicated. That's what makes metric great.
But they can't do it. They fucking hate my tape measure. But I
All right.
love it because like when I work by myself, I just use imperial all day.
Slidix.
Like I had like a bunch of measurements written down one day to do some cuts. Plus les 10, yeah. I had a bunch of measurements written down. I had like 22.5 inches, 22 5/16, you know, the kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
And they're looking at it and they're like, what fucking size is he cutting these to? Like they thought it was all wrong because you see them arguing with each other. They're measuring the stud cavity and it's obviously like 46 centimeters or whatever. And they see 22 something written down. They're like, oh Lord, can he read metric? I'm like, you don't see the little fraction on the edge? That's clearly not for metric. There's no decimal there. It's really funny to watch them struggle with my tape measure.
Oh yeah.
But I'm the only one with a tape measure that's 8 meters. All of them have these little shitty 4-meter fucking tape measures.
Oh, what the fuck? What?
And then they have like the big one, the 30-meter in the truck.
Oh, okay. The
I
heavy
like metric
duty.
because science. Yeah, precision. That's one thing. Like when you're doing drawings and stuff. But if you're doing rough carpentry, imperial is your friend.
Oh, absolutely. Any type of really cutting and board work.
Mhm.
Imperial's like the
But yeah.
best thing ever.
People in France
And drywall. Holy
in
shit.
construction can't do power of 10s.
Huh. You know, the more I learn about like just trades out there,
It's
I'm
weird.
so glad I don't want to be there.
Well, it's okay because like I can like I have like I have 2 different tape measures and then I have like the small meter, but
I'm looking at my career and I'm thinking, how bad is it gonna be in France if I were to be taping? How freaking
Well-
messed up is it gonna be compared to what we do out here?
all of your coworkers would be foreign. That's
Yeah.
one thing because like can they count? Are you sure that's part of their curriculum? I don't know because when they count, right? So okay, for 70, right? Because 60 is 60. So it goes 61, 61, 62, 63, 64, right? But for 70, it's plus 10. So it's 71, which is 11. So 71 is 71, 72, 73, 74. They understand plus 10, obviously, when they're counting. Because
But
90 is the same rule. Because 80 is 80, so you have 81, 82, 83. Then you have 90 is 91, 92, 93.
So
Plus
it's just
10.
like
But in Belgium, it's nifty.
nifty.
Nifty
I like it.
Nifty 2. I remember that. Yeah. It's always plus 10. So, like, how come you can't do it when you're reading metric?
Right? Like it's just taking one thing and applying it elsewhere.
But
It's literally just
in Canada, when you work metric, they keep everything in millimeters. So the numbers are just massive.
God.
Here,
yeah.
we'll break it down into meters and centimeters, and that's great. Because they're too big brained to add.
Fair.
Yeah.
All
Speaking
right.
of numbers,
Oh
I think
boy.
this is gonna be an interesting fact for you, Cody,
Okay.
because you're sort of big into
Chaos.
Nissan.
Mm.
Alright,
Nissan,
chaos.
eh? You're saying Nissan now?
Nissan. Oh,
Nissan.
Ni- n-
I
Nis-
keep on-
Nissan.
God. Nissan. No
Keep on
sun.
moving. Keep on moving from the 2 names. Watching too many Australians.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'll let you get away with it.
So, addition blasphemy. So,
That's fantastic.
Nissan, on their racing cars, they have the number 23 on it, right?
Right.
So something interesting is, in Japanese, the number 2 is ni, and 3 is San.
Duh,
So-
it's Nissan. Yeah.
So when you have 23, you could say it as 2-3. Nissan.
Mm-hmm.
Some clever thinking from the
Nice tricks there,
Nissan.
guys. So, here's something. Okay. North
Pretty cool.
American engine manufacturers
Oh,
versus
boy.
Japanese engine manufacturers
Here we go.
and naming schemes. Because North America doesn't make any fucking sense. You have LS 1 through 7, and you're just supposed to know how big the motor is. But let's look at Honda and Nissan. You have the RB26 DETT. That tells you everything you need to know about the engine. RB is the engine style. It's a straight 6. 26 is the displacement, 2.6 liters. DETT, direct injection twin turbo.
North America makes sense a solid 5% of the time.
But if you look at the Ecotec 2.2, they don't even call it a 2.2. They just call it the Ecotec. And which one do you have? The 2 liter, the 2.2, the 2.4, the 2.6.
Yeah. I've always hated the fact that, you have to actually go and look into it.
Yeah.
Rather than, oh, hey, it's right there, convenient, cool. Awesome. Thank you.
Or you have the SR20 DET or the DE, direct injection.
Mm-hmm.
Toyota is the same freaking thing. The 2JZ, DETT, or the DE.
Yep. No, you're not wrong, T. You're not.
Toyota uses GT.
Oh yeah, sorry. Direct. It's the same concept that everything is described in the letters. So if you know, you know. Honda, very simple. You have a K20, 2 liters, K series motor. That's the parts you need. Go for it. B series, the same thing. D series are garbage, but again, the same rules apply. North America, I have no idea what the hell's going on over there. Now, back in the day, because you have the Chevy 350, or you have the
Oh boy.
the Mopar 383. That
Hmm.
makes sense. But then they start changing shit and stop putting the displacements in the name. And now everybody's just supposed to know.
This should be common knowledge, guys. Come on. This is not.
Yeah, you get what's
needed.
happening 5% of the time. The thing is, though, I think a lot of people in North America stopped actually caring what's in the car. Because many people just don't know cars anymore. The car community is still huge, but there's a lot of people that barely understand what makes the car go forward.
Ever since we haven't got together with the guys and everything, I've had no car people to talk to. Zero.
See,
It's
my wife's family has car people in it.
oh, you were
My
so
boss
lucky.
is a car guy. He's got multiple Audi S1 rally cars that he drives in rally competitions, and a freaking
man.
Viper.
That video you sent me of your boss's car thing
Thing
sounds
amazing.
so good.
I love it when he drives
5-cylinder.
it to work because you can hear him coming for 18 freaking kilometers down the road. He's just
Those
That's
giving it.
fast.
5-cylinder engines are something else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But all the rallies are canceled this year, so he's super depressed. He's like,
Oh,
can't
I would
drive
be
my
too.
car.
I don't know about you guys. What do you think? I think we covered quite a bit.
I know how engine does engineing and how car does carring, but that's about it. Yeah. I mean, at least you have that. There's people out there that don't understand that gasoline goes in the gasoline port. I've seen some stupid people fails. Or car needs oil, so they just pour oil all over the car.
Yeah. Or they'll pour oil into the gas tank.
Oh no.
Oh,
I've
or
seen two videos. There's two videos that I need to find and I need to show you. One chick, she's at a gas station. She drives gas tank's on the right. She's going on the left side. Don't fucking know why.
Okay.
She pulls in left side of the gas tank. Or left side of the gas station. Stops, gets out, Goes to pull the pump out. Where's the gas tank? Oh no.
Drives back
Okay.
around, right? And
Oh,
it's still
drive
that new
loops
video?
around.
yeah, the new video. Oh man.
And she just does the same thing again. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, what the? She's learning. She's got to know this. She's gotta. And I just, like
don't know.
once I
can
maybe.
basically take an entire car apart and put it all back together. And it's
Oh
all good.
God. Like, and then there's another one where the lady's just, she's just like, hey guys, doing first oil change here, blah blah blah. She puts the oil, she drains the gas tank and puts oil in it.
Oh my.
And
God.
I don't know if it was a troll video. It's gotta be. Like, I feel like it has to be, but this woman genuinely looks like she don't know shit.
Well, she obviously knows enough to be able to take the gas out of the car.
Yeah. But like she it hurt. It hurt to watch.
Fucking God. I have no faith in many people. And then you have people
Yeah.
who like just own Teslas,
Ugh.
who know even less about cars.
It's electric.
It's a
My Tesla.
I
is
plug it
saving
into the
environment.
wall. Yeah. How's that lithium ion strip mining going for you? You had a Tesla? Jesus, this man.
Ew.
Those
This man.
Okay, so you've had a Tesla. I've heard the build quality on them is actually really bad.
Yeah, like things are not fitting correctly.
Is
So
that true? Like, is panel fitment bad? Is there a
From-
lot of noises that
Is there
shouldn't be
cheap
made?
plastic?
Cheap
from
plastic.
the Tesla that you remember when I lived in Nepal for a bit, Cody? Or Chaos? Fuck.
Yeah.
Now we're all doing it.
Yep.
But so the people I was staying with owned a Tesla. And so I got to go take that thing and look at it and whatever. And I was it was okay
It was okay.
for like I was a
It's
little
both
upset.
horrible and great at the same time. Well,
I was a little upset for how much they were actually able to drive for the electric before it would switch over to the gas.
whoa. Teslas don't have a gas, period.
Yeah.
No, this one did.
No,
No.
nope, not even a thing. Not even maybe a thing.
Well, then what the hell?
A Prius?
Yeah.
Was
are
it
you
a
thinking
Prius? Because that's
hybrid?
very different than a Tesla.
Maybe. Hold on. I have a picture of it.
You have? Are you serious? How? Okay, you're not a poor college kid.
Holy shit! What the
You
hell?
tell me lies. BMW i3. Jesus. Yeah, it was probably like the cars that I know that there's Hyundai makes one that has a gas motor and a battery. I didn't get shit. Okay, that's fair. Audi makes a bunch of them out here. Audi's got a lot of nice ones that are multi-hybrids. Honda's got one. Toyota has one. Who else has a... Oh, Chevy has one, right? The Volt?
Oh, we talking hybrids?
Yeah. Like that have gas motors and electric motors.
Mazda has a hybrid now.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, no. It's an electric vehicle with a range extender, which uses gas.
Okay. But somehow that's not a hybrid.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Call it what you want. Yeah, like Teslas flat out only have batteries.
Trying to look for it because I'm not friends with these people anymore. But
Oh, I see.
trying to find the vehicle on the Facebook.
Oh, Mick, have you watched the new info update on Diablo 4? Like the quarterly report?
No, did that come out?
It's,
Shit.
It's looking good. Also, have you signed into Diablo this week to get your Diablo 2 anniversary wings? They put new wings out. You had a normal BMW and a Benz too. All right. You know what I grew
Okay.
up with? A Jeep. Okay? So like
You know what I
Your
grew up
humble
with?
brags are hurting my
Ford-
feelings.
A Ford Focus and a Tempo.
No, your dad had the Jeeps too, right?
No,
The
well,
Laros.
that's Kelly had the Jeep, and my dad had the Ford. He was all Ford all the
Oh
time.
yeah, I wasn't allowed
But
to drive any of them though.
yeah,
Your childhood confuses me, TB. Like,
yeah, no, I'm also confused on it. But oh no, this is gonna go on the stream if I start up the. I was this close to it actually going to the title, and I was like,
yeah,
wait.
I think because this week was they had the 20th anniversary for Diablo, so if you signed in, you got these new wings, and they look really cool.
Okay, well, I'm gonna sign in right after this, which should be soon.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
no, they had. I guess it. I could have sworn it was a Tesla. I could have sworn that it was like a hybrid Tesla that had a gas component.
okay, well, it's
Can't be.
definitely not a Tesla. It's
Wow.
there can be nice cars that are hybrids, but it's super duper not a Tesla.
Well, then I guess maybe. Well, it was probably this guy liked to work on his cars. Maybe
Here's how we
custom to
determine.
look like a Tesla.
Here's how we determine it. Did it have a
So
front
where-
grill?
Where's the
Pardon?
picture?
Did it have a front grill?
I can't find the picture because it's not on his Facebook anymore.
Yes,
Um,
no front grill.
Yes, it had the front grill.
Then it's not
That's
a Tesla.
not a Tesla.
Okay.
Teslas don't have front grills because there's no reason for it to be there.
Okay. Well, that sucks. Then
This
he
guy-
just
this
said it
guy's
was a
like, I was in
Tesla."
a Tesla with a gas motor.
This guy lied. Then I don't know anything about Teslas, obviously, but Yeah, I
took
was just
the time
like-
to learn their emblems.
Yeah,
huh?
You take the time to learn their emblems,
that's
so
the
then
thing.
you can call out someone's bullshit when they tell it to you.
Yeah, it's like, yeah,
Fair,
so I
but-
got this Tesla, right? It's a 6x6 Tesla. Yeah, it's a one of a kind. Actually, like my dad paid like $1 billion for it. Yeah, it's got gas motor. But it's a Tesla. It's a Tesla. It's like
Okay, I'm
that's
looking
like
in.
the kid in your class with the shitty DC shoes that are like always telling you stuff.
Oh,
Always telling you
shit.
stuff.
you're not name dropping, are you?
I'm not gonna name drop.
Yeah. Ooh.
The old model Tesla Model S PRX, one of them had a grill for a while. I think had like a half grill or something. Like the Model 3s have nothing. And the Roadster's got, I think, a grill, right? Well,
It
kind
was.
of a grill.
Well, wait a minute. Roadster, that's familiar.
No,
That
you
might-
didn't. You
No.
didn't. You never
No, that might be
ever
what he
got in a
said.
Roadster.
That might be what he said.
No.
I was thinking.
The car's
there's
not even
no
out
way.
yet.
No, there's an older roadster though.
Oh yeah, okay.
There
The,
isn't-
the original Roadster gen, but like the new ones, right?
No, not talking the new ones.
This guy.
No
This
way.
guy's like, oh, I was in a Roadster.
Brand new 2020.
I'm trying to remember conversations. This was a while. All right.
This
Jeez.
man. I know this man. This guy. Oh man.
I'm just gonna put a
He's
fucking
pulling
disclaimer.
your leg. I was in a Roadster. Hey Buzz, guess what? I was in a Roadster.
Bullshit.
No, it was an MX-5, but it was a Roadster.
You.
Oh, that's funny. My watch is telling me to breathe.
Da, da, da.
Oh shit.
There you go.
What'd you send me? What you trying to remember? Compass. I don't know Teslas.
That is a disclaimer
Yeah.
for you fucks that like to troll me.
So I was in a Tesla. I was in a Tesla Roadster that had a gas motor
So that's what he
and it had a grill
told
on
me.
it.
That's what he told me. And if I had that fucking picture, you'd be like, what the fuck? I don't know what he did to it.
It's probably
But
one of
that's-
those plastic kit cars like the Ferraris that they turn from the... I'm just
Could be.
imagining it now, those really horrible looking kit car Ferraris.
Could
They
be.
turn MR2s, right? They turn MR2s into Ferraris.
Yeah, Pontiac Fieros as well. That's even worse.
Ugh.
Oof. Oof. The boof.
Oh, or the 3D printed Lamborghinis.
Also, I'm looking at that Diablo 4, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Yep. I just want them to make sure they take their time. I don't want them to
Yeah.
fuck that up.
Don't ruin this for us, please.
Anyway, that's probably our time. We're hitting the 3-hour mark now.
Oh, we're 240 something.
Dangerous Buzz,
Sure.
thank you for coming on.
Yeah, no problem.
Hope you had a good time.
I did enjoy this podcast, being a part of it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, TB, for the sub. I don't know if I'm going to do another stream this evening. What time are you home tonight, Buzz?
I have no idea. It also depends what happens. There's forecast of a thunderstorm, so
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
Kayla was
'Cause,
saying. She might.
Elite was talking about the forest, so I think if we get Sweaty Monkey and the boys,
oh yeah,
We
all the guys want to play.
yeah. So
Yeah,
just
like,
keep
we
us
should
posted,
get
that
on that.
I might stream it later, but
Same. I need some.
yeah.
Something to do. So.
But anyway, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. Have a good one.
Yep. Take care, y'all.
See ya.